Morning, every morning. Ntar gue lagi mau pakai tab buat chat. Sampai jam 2, yes. Morning sunshine. Pagi semua pagi.
Boleh juga ya,
Terserah lu.
Boleh cuma bisa 3 jam tapi.
Predik apa? Hari ini predik bakal naik guys, slow. Gue nggak bisa login di tabnya sih. Udah mulai belum sih ini?
Semifinals and then
Belum. Ntar ya guys ya. Gue predik siapa? Bam lawan Brand. Gue kemarin predik mana ya? Gue predik Bam Brand. Gue predik Brand. Raya, gue perlu logout. Fuck, I don't know how to use Android. Bentar. Kemarin predik FS kok. Ya kemarin gue predik FS itu ya salah satu doang. So you know, kemarin gue nggak predik FS ya. Kemarin gue nggak predik yang EU. So hampir semua ada Kuro lu salah. Hampir semua. Gue kemarin salah satu cuy. Salah satu doang. Bam or Brand? I predict Brand. Iya. Gak mau cuan. Pick Brand. You know, easy money, Brand. Prediksi gue tuh emang bagus. Saya aja ya. Ntar ya, gak mau login ke tab ini biar bisa baca chat. But how do I use Android? Oke. Akhirnya. And the Brand, come on. Oke, Brand Bam mungkin 2-1. Brand 2-1 Bam. Kira-kira, yeah, it's kinda cute. Gila mau tap. Wah ini nge-lag banget tapnya. Loh. Kok mati sendiri sih? Wah ini nge-lag sih tapnya. You look like someone punch you in the ass. Panda ass real bad. I know. I have a panda ass man.
take down a Titan like Bren, who Just like to remind everybody, hasn't lost a single
Oh shit, wrong email.
here in our
Ntar guys ya, gue harus login di tab gue dulu.
Haven't really lost one, and I think this is the best form that we've ever seen from Bren.
Bro, prediksi MVP VCT SEA karena lu nggak jago MVP gue nggak tahu sih. Soalnya banyak jago.
Clear cut, like I think picture like how we thought X10 would do. Bren are for sure proving everybody wrong because when you come in
Pagi semua. Ya mana Gia baru? Gia baru. Udah mulai? Oke.
Quickly, they just scatter onto the other side as Bren pincers in from A here. There's still going to be the lurk of Dubstep all the way on A link, and this leaves a bit of a pinch play. NTK could be in a world of hurt, and nobody's about to pick his position up, and he gets flashed, gets in on out of there with the dash.
Oh sumpah di monitor gue mati terus anjir.
Holding this angle on
Fuck.
Yeah, Dubstep with that lurk already finding two. They know they're hunting for him. They finally deal with him. It's been annoying for Big Bam right there. Still gets 2 kills, making this a 3v4. Quick trades. And Borkum is going to go down as well. It's going to leave us into a 1v1. Excuse me, Borkum in a 1v1 against Pina.
Bren, piss around.
That could have gotten very, very scary here. Pina finding 2 important frags on that retake. But that just leaves us with Bren. They've actually won a pistol. They've actually won a pistol. That's right.
Yeah, they
actually won a pistol.
Because here's the background to those wondering why we're laughing at that. Bren's pistol win rate has been negative for a very long time now, and us seeing them win a pistol is one of those blue moon type of deals. Once in a blue moon type of deals. Also, to add to that, good clutch from Borkum, because it seems like even though BAM were at a numbers disadvantage, they were very close to clutching that. So Borkum always coming in clutch, left to always try to be that last man standing because he's the controller for the team, so he's always last to dip into the fights, last to survive as well. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have those fangs, you know, when he needs to prod them out.
Indeed.
Filipinos gonna win this.
Still full eco here for Big Bam as they look to get a little bit more information, and they're trying to poke and prod away here. So we're sure they got a little bit of a double setup here, but should be identified fairly soon. They do not have the Trailblazer anymore, so now they know that there could be someone close here, especially after that flash. NTK is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. After I say that, he just goes down immediately. Still, now they know that the Sova is close. He's going to be pushing close up. Somehow, still Crazy Guy is able to pick up one. Pretty much mopped up already. This anti-eco round is already done and dusted. A great job here by Bren to keep things clean, keep their economy stable, especially coming into the later, especially in the starting point of this map.
Well, Pina. But he has no pass, so that's gonna be an immediate deny. And Bren, yeah, exactly. 2-0 for Bren. That means that BAM will be able to go now for their gun round. This is quite huge for them, but Bren has all the perfect tools. They didn't really lose much. They didn't take any substantial damage for their shield, so they're coming into this without really expending that much cred. So even if they do lose this, they still will have a good buy in the next round. So all they can really hope for, a couple of things, obviously win the round, but a lot more than that is just to be able to hurt the economy of Big Bam, who are kind of struggling.
Yeah, I agree here, but let's go ahead and start talking about the gun rounds here, because we're finally there. Red Neville. Crispy shot to land onto Dubstep here. It's eventually traded. NTK going to be able to get taken down here. And with a Spectre dispenser opening up that A site here. Look at this quick teleport in. And Dorf, he's good for the hold on to one as Red Neville gets traded out as well as Dorf. And that's going to be all of the remaining players here for Big Bam. A slow, methodical take onto A. This is not something that is very, I'd say, quintessential of Bren. This is...
Nah, gue baca chat
oh,
dari...
that's big. That recon dart. I like how they go for that
dari
first.
Ini.
And then they go for the peak on it. And then the plant. Because they knew that
Bro,
they had the
kalau boom
utility
ke
to
Berlin
afford.
lu ikut gak?
Kina does have
Ya, enggak lah.
a little bit of utility left.
wow.
He still has 1 star, but
Kali gue ikut.
oh no, they know where he is. The double swing should come out immediately. And that's the
Sampai jam berapa?
trade
Sampai jam 2
that's
doang.
gonna come in all day, every day. Brenner starting strong here, Aserai. They've even managed to win their bonus round. This bodes well for them, especially on a map like Haven and in the first game of the day where Aserai, normally what happens with Bren is that it takes them a while to warm up.
Tadi
They
pagi udah
normally
main
lose,
MM anjir.
well, historically before, especially in VCT, they will lose map
Grinding
number
nih,
1. They'll lose the pistol as well on top of it. But none of that is happening. Brenner winning the pistols, Brenner starting the map strong. This is a very good sign. This is, I wouldn't say completely uncharacteristic,
Bren, bos.
but it's a good sign.
Bren.
There seems to be a bit of hesitation for Bam here. You saw how slow Pino was.
Prediksi gue tuh udah ngecut sekarang ya. Rank juga udah beda kayak sekarang.
Planting down the spike. Could have gotten for the
mau cuan silakan.
And the positioning
Pick the
there from
Filipinos.
Bren, I like the 1-2 punch where Dispenser were just holding short until
Jangan lupa like guys ya.
gets
Iya, jangan
pushed,
lupa like
and then
ya.
as he plants the spike down, wants to go for more forward control on the side itself. This gives so much flexibility and refrag potential for Bren, rather than just, again, Dispenser holding on the short after the spike's been planted. You can really see that Bren has the
Game 2 PRX boom ya.
I guess site awareness
A bit hard,
of where
man.
they have to play, and this is a
Susah
very
boom
risky
sampai PRX
dynamic
gua
now for
tahu.
Bam to try to traverse, because the big thing about that is Bren's just out of the box.
Lu mau gue prediksi apa ya?
Good already, and Bam can't really take these super passive plays. They have to at least go for some risks, or else this might be not looking too hot. Anyways, there's going to be the push now on Bren. Looks like A is going to be the name of the game. Dubson has used his his dash already, but that doesn't mean that his lethality is all but gone.
Dubby!
He's going to be charging in even through the flash.
With the knives?
3K at the start.
Goddamn boy.
3K on that anti.
Goddamn Roxanne.
What a way to start, man. If Dubstep is hitting those shots at the very start of the day, you gotta be a little bit worried. How did Wits get? Okay, he was
Pagi-pagi ya guys, udah gitu ya.
That was pretty nice. I have to say, Big Bam are looking a little bit, I'd say, confused. You know how to handle this, and this is a little bit strange because if you look at teams that normally start off,
a kill is a kill.
Big Bam is one of those teams.
Asal kalian tahu aja, eco fragging itu bisa membantu boost feeling tembakan lu.
Calm, collected,
bisa ngebantu
right there from Dubstep,
and it's good for a duelist. Bagus buat duelist karena itu bantu duelist lu ujung tombak, lu perlu kasih dia feeling kayak tembak buat ujung. You know, as an entry gitu.
Still a very nice triple kill on the anti-eco round from him.
They've given NTK the helm already with this operator, but it seems like they're gonna just quickly bypass him as Dubstep pulls the trigger on the C site. They've already taken down Dwarf. That's gonna lower the Sentinel prowess. Oh,
lihat tuh sabar, karena kemungkinan bisa main garas, dia tunggu ultinya ke garas dulu.
Really good Hunter's Fury from Jesse Bash. It doesn't really look for kills, but rather tags on positions where Bren has no chance to just look straight into the eyes, the reticles of Bam. Speaking of which, Crazy Guy goes a bit wild, but his attempt a bit futile in the end. Is that only leaves NTK with an operator to clutch? Not really the best of positions. And you can see how he's been moving. Saving it for the next round. Definitely need that weapon because once again, Bam struggling, strapping for any form of creds in this game. They can't build up.
I really like the change of pace here. I really like the approach here by Bren Esports because
today's a better day.
They've played the first 4 rounds playing very passively and you know, very slowly, trying to get information. They are holding defaults, and this is the that recon dart is gonna spot him. He is dead to rights here, or will he lives?
Kalau first match of the day,
Jesse Bash is alive for that also. That's actually insane. Although
Hari ini
at
beda.
this point, I really shouldn't be surprised.
Karena kemarin udah pemanasan gitu,
but
you know, pemanasan
What I was
predict.
trying to get at is I like the change of pace here, especially when they have been playing slow for the first 4 rounds. They decide, okay, we've seen enough of your defense to know to be confident in an attack, in a full up straight execute. Also, we want to catch you off guard.
Itu yang tulis Chrome Revolver bisa lu hapus gak? Gua delete satu komen. Anjir. Gak logis.
4 kills.
You can write names, but don't please, don't. Jangan tulis
a very
gitu-gituan.
decisive round, and that Bren.
Windows is not real,
again,
please.
Another example of why they are in the best form they've ever been in.
Dre, please, you can edit the comment.
It's a game of.
Please edit comment, lu jilat aja Chrome Revolver itu. I don't mind, gua bodo amat sama nama-nama, cuman jangan tulis kayak gitu-gituan, sumpah.
And Bam here, they're getting caught, put back into their mouse hole. It's supposed to be Jerry that wins the situation, but Tom.
You know, I don't think that's what cats do when they catch mice. But
oh, sorry. No, I meant like, you know, they're pushing.
I know.
Yeah.
I think it's nice that we'll stick with the PG version instead.
Menarik. Hey,
going here.
What's up?
Map number. Round number 6.
Apex.
Rather. Gonna be trying to
The Legend of Apex Legends.
Hunter's Fury will slow them down, but Dubstep will mow them all down as well. He gets a double
Apakah bisa
kill on
di-add lagi
that
tinggal copy
entry,
paste mah?
and he is just lining up shots. Red Neville able to get another one
Kenapa ada Om ya?
before he gets traded out right there by Borkum. Nice shot by Crazy Guy. And suddenly this is looking a little bit worrisome as Borkum only on 20 HP. He's brought this back.
He's my Shifu di Apex Legends.
To remain, and he is not long for this world.
Walaupun mau itu mainnya
As the flank comes
dua
in
game,
from Spencer, the operator is no, it's not.
It was fun.
They do want to deny it, but it is a 6-0 for Bren on their map pick.
Yeah. With how Bren's been playing, I don't think they need an operator right now. That'll just slow down the pace for them, and it seems like they want to go the way of
Tapi gue masih belum update Apex Legends
the Fast and the Furious.
Udah lama main
quickly
Apex
charging.
Legends juga.
That makes a lot of sense because
Thanks,
again, I
Dom
think
Toretto.
they're trying to outpace the
Prediksi gue
rotations
tuh
of big
benar,
battles,
jadi kalian
seem to
percaya
be
sama gue aja.
spreading themselves
No?
thin, which is the kind of default thing that you have in Haven, right? It is what it is with the map, but you can't really see the struggle for Big Bam to get. They get a little bit of information. One dies on the other side of the map, and everybody just immediately panics and goes to the others. But Bren doesn't go like that. As you mentioned, man, they're playing in the best shape of their lives. They're just reading everything and dictating the pace of the game. And when you're in that spot where Bren is right now, it is so difficult to take back the reins as Big Bam.
Now they go back to
3 top teams yang perlu kalian nonton di turnamen ini. Bren,
played the last couple rounds a little bit quicker towards C. And now Bren decided that there's a lot of utility from Big Bam. Good pickup right there from Red Neville. He gets up this dubstep, and that's the entry gone. It's gonna be a trade-off by Witch, but NTK is holding the line. Borkum's able to pick one up, but it's still a 2v3. Doesn't have ultimate, so the teleport not in the books for them at all. Recon Dart will spot out the location of Dorf and keep them humble for now as they keep the players here. The rotation still very much possible. No flanks coming in, so Bren, they're going to have to dig a little bit deep for this one. Two very big ultimates.
Kalau gimana cara aimnya kita selalu di kepala. Crosshair placement harus
That's the lockdown,
bagus.
and as well as the cosmic divide. They
Lu harus
cannot
tahu
miss
cara
it
orang
here, but with
nge-swing,
12 seconds left,
movementnya
they're gonna
gimana.
make a beeline here for B Dorf. Gonna get the shot onto Borkum, was left completely unaware. With 4 seconds left, he's not gonna have the time to
di RK
plan.
CS:GO bukan
He's
Necro,
going to
yes.
try to get that kill, but instead Pina shuts him down. That ends up in a 6-1 here. The first round on the board for Bam. Asarai.
It all changed when NTK got himself a rifle. Again, NTK with yesterday's matches that they had up against, that was
Kalau kalian mau pelajarin kayak crosshair placement, crosshair nembak di kepala, nonton tuh streamer-streamer orang luar kayak NA, Korea, RB itu bagus banget tuh
he will
crosshair
hit some
placement.
shots, but
Nonton
the
streamer mereka
impact
gitu di
of
Twitch.
the kills that he gets with the operator
Karena
is not enough to really sway his opponent into respecting him that much. And I think now that because there is like this double initiator, double flasher setup for Bren, putting him on a rifle just makes a lot more sense. And if Big Bam always tries to go for the sniper, I think they might be putting themselves in a deeper pool if they're not careful.
Yeah, but there is still
kalau Boom ketemu Brand
four big ultimates here on Bam's side.
Udah sering ketemu Boom sama Brand.
They've got but there's massive amounts of money here for Brand. You know, even though Big Bam won that round, they're a little bit shaky for their economy here, especially after losing so many players.
Astra, Killjoy,
they're gonna want to keep
Bridge. How do you?
And they're gonna want to keep a lot of
Kalau mereka bisa masuk sih and clear C itu
gear up towards that C site.
Crazy, man.
Try to see what they can do, and it looks like they
how do they win this?
Now it's Peanut to hold the back of sight. But like he's gonna be taken down immediately by Dispenser here. Nice shot from Dorf to hold the line. He finds two on the hold. Finds
it's hard, man.
With 4 kills
ini of course,
that's 2 massive pickups here. But that leaves
Damn, first ace of the day, guys. First day of the day.
Starting strong here for Bam, and this is what they need to get back in the game. Just taking the fights on straight up against Bren, shutting down that C site.
Sekarang hole bagus sih. Lu delay banyak banget itu. Lu ada Bridge, ada Astra, ada Killjoy. Ntar Killjoy-nya.
That's the way to go about.
Ya Astra sayang sih terus.
You saw how the motion for Bam was not to push forward.
Dia entah kenapa
tarik diri sendiri.
Narik diri sendiri tuh tadi waktu keluar dari itu.
Anti-lurks, and it works so well in their favor because the timings. You saw how quickly Bam was kind of setting up motions around garage. They were going on aftershocks perfectly up against Bren there. So whoever got the call to just, yo, dude, you got to put an aftershock right now. I'm kind of sniffing nothing on A. I'm not sniffing anything on B. We got some vision here. We got a crazy guy that's going to be holding both of the sites. We need to have some form of controlling garage. And they heard a couple of pop shots, I think, from Bren there that signaled again the slight rotation from Big Bam. But as you mentioned, as you casted it,
agent wise,
what an insane
agent
at the back of the C side. This is going to be big though. Rolling Thunder to start.
Yeah, but can they follow up on it? It's still gonna be scary to push out a garage like that. And
orang garage belum ready anjir untuk
nge-gap. This is the first time we've seen a little bit of premature utility, I think, here from Big Bam. We saw it a couple of times in the previous days here, so that was a little bit interesting.
Gua ngerti mereka mau nge-gap.
But now they're gonna head on over towards that A side, see if they can actually keep up the pace. But it's NTK to be the operator here, and in this war of operators, it's Dubstep who is the better one this time around. NTK will be taken down here. They know that there still could be a player short. Now they spot him with the Seekers. Dubstep with a double entry on the op. Disgusting work here from Dubstep as he lines up another yet again. Crazy guy.
My man Dubby is on fire, bro.
What the hell that just was coming up from above, but imagine that Dorf now coming in here. They actually managed to detain one, and it's still a 2v4 here. Dorf and Pina, but Pina, it's Dubstep's round this time, looking for the ace here, but he's not gonna get it, not just yet. Pina's going to be going down in the hands of Dispenser, and what a follow-up round for Dubstep. These guys are looking awake, Asarai. It's been a minute.
Dubstep on fire.
A minute, but we're finally here in round number 10.
It's done.
I will shut up and take back what I said about them not wanting the operator for Dubstep.
Bang Kro dulu kata yang diomongin sama Wilson monitor berapa hertz?
It did not.
100.
When Dubstep uses that sniper weapon, it is just too much to handle.
Panas, bro. It's hot. It's hot.
Dubstep
it's hot in here.
Fragging with an operator. You don't see that too often in Southeast Asia, at least. But you know what's something that kind of jettisoned them, propelled them a little bit in terms of the round. As you mentioned, 10th round in, 7-2
jujur susah sih mau enter pakai OP di Valorant.
There will be some adjustments from Bam, and it's good and all, but the big problem with this is their economy is getting reset. They have no chance to build any type of buying power, and because of that, even if they can
as an entry, lu suruh entry OP masuk side entry masuk
kayak buka pertama tuh using their utilities just to kind of flush out these corners. So there have to be some off angles that they're going to try to set up.
Makan angle lah, di delay
something just a little bit different from the standard set of play that might make Bren not read the situation properly, or else it's just going to be them winning this couple of set of rounds in the first half more and more.
Yeah, I think rata-rata 240 Hz dah.
Placing swarm grenade.
This is the part
ini
of
udah
the
mau
match
kelas internasional, men. Lu mau lolos tuh udah
Big Bam starts to consider just, you know, constantly buying
Yeah,
here.
mati
This
dong.
is when it starts to get scary. Oh no, crazy guy, he's dead to rights here. Yeah, playing that close angle is a good idea, but
30
they're gonna
seconds
catch
left.
him off in that anyway. This is where,
Halo,
again,
halo,
this is
semua
where
baru
Big
datang.
Bam needs to
Yuk,
start, will
langsung
start
di
to
like.
consider
Thank you.
just going for full buys, because the rounds will
He is actually
matter
entering with up.
more and more rather than the economy here, as Jesse Vash,
He does
he's got
not give a
dubsteps
shit.
back. Look at that connection here. Jesse Vash in the
Of
corner,
course.
flash
Nggak
again,
mungkin dia
and they
pakai
keep
AWP kan?
getting flash,
Lihat tuh.
but they still aren't getting the kills, as NTK is the last man standing, only has a classic, and he might as well
Mati
go
lagi.
down with the ship, but he'll
Susah
take
sih.
one down
Susah.
with him as he falls. Little bit of revenge right there. The NTK homing in
Kalau
on
monitor yang
dubstep.
sekarang 240 Hz. Iya, 240 Hz
Manages to
gue pakai
find the
sekarang.
jet for the jet here.
Gua pakai
And
Benki
Brenny
XL
Sports, now they
2546.
lead 8-2, man.
That was the mad Chad dash by NTK just to get
Jangan
that
lupa
kill
kalau
on
makan
dubstep, you know.
Iya.
It's a
Kalau
nice
misalnya kalian mau pakai
consolation, but in
monitor
the end, as you
240 Hz
mentioned,
atau
they're
144,
just not getting
itu
these
FPS
rounds
kalian tuh
in.
harus
There will be some
at least
odd
melebihi
trade
144 lah
that
atau
could
240
play in
Hz.
favor of Bam, but
At least
in the
average
end,
FPS tuh di atas
the
itu.
ability of Brent just to take
Gitu loh.
sites in Haven is so
Nice,
clean, and we
Mike.
go back to the topic that
Dia
we were
entry belakang udah
mentioning
ada temen banget
before this series started.
Enggak sih, lu
Did Bam just really good
gerakan
on Haven?
emang gerakan dubstep barusan tuh emang buat as a
Icebox or
distraction.
something like that.
Tapi
And
kalau itu
Haven as
gun
the first
round,
map is fine with them
susah cuy.
because they
Gak
know
mungkin
it's such
gun
a
round
heavy
dia bakal
Brent-sided
entry
map,
gitu.
so
Gua
giving it
berani
up is the best
bet
option.
apapun lah. Gak mungkin gun round dia pakai AWP yang entry gitu ya.
Well,
Kalau
there
pakai
you
rifle
have
bot
it,
ya
ladies
make sense.
and gents. It's going to be
Karena lu sayang banget lu
8-2.
masuk ke depan as a distraction habis itu buat nge-track keluar smoke.
So
Lu pakai
far,
AWP.
Brand, they're looking like
You
they're
know,
getting caught.
sayang aja,
picked
nggak
apart.
dimaksimalkan
No
ini
way to revive
entry
them.
lu.
No more ultis, and with shots like that
Ya
from
absen satu.
Pina. Obviously, Brand, they're going to have to fall back and just maybe try to save this Opera here. As
Suara
Operator,
kasar
it's a
kecil
good
dikit.
attempt on the round here, but still could be an 8-4. Brenner definitely going to be happy with the score line if it does come to an 8-4. They will be trying for the
Jadi
9.
lawan Bali mana kata lu, Kro?
And
Jadon
this
sih
would be
harusnya.
a massive advantage coming into the defensive side of Haven.
Kita lihat
Please give
moga-moga
some-
Jadon gak ciut lawan Boom.
As you
Biasanya
mentioned,
sih,
few rounds to kind
he's
of cushion
crazy.
the blow just
Lawan
in
Indo tuh
case
biasanya
Bam
gila,
gets
menggila,
that second
Jadon.
pistol. I'm
30
curious to see
seconds
if Brent's second pistol is gonna be as good as the first
Bani
one that we
tajam
saw
sih kemarin.
when this Haven map started. Dubstep's gonna try to at least
Cuman
pull the
ya,
trigger in. Knows that NTK.
Jadon is Jadon gitu.
I not know that NTK is an operator, but he'll still try to make some damage as he does have the blades. But is he
10
gonna try
seconds
to
left.
do something?
Pagi
I
guys,
think he's
pagi.
just trying to bait someone in
Got
to
NOBAR
peek
flu.
him, and he'll
Got
find
NOBAR
himself a nice little target, make it expensive for Bam since they're not really in a good spot in terms of their economics.
IPS atau TN?
Yeah, I
Pro
think
for
Dubstep
FPS
would be
only.
happy to save
I don't know,
this.
ini
First
apa
of
ya?
all, he doesn't-
Benkinnya apa ya? TN ya?
He doesn't want to give up that operator. It's still a very expensive
I don't
round
know.
here.
Benki lah
In the
intinya,
very last
monitor
one,
mah.
they want to make sure that they have everything that they need.
You want the best monitor for FPS? Benki
So,
Zowie, man.
They're going to be going into it with more than enough because, you know, of all the rounds that they have been winning previously. But so will Bam.
Meta
Bam
sekarang
is
bukan
also
dua-dua
going
sih,
to
tapi
have
dua inisiator.
the
Meta
best.
sih mungkin kebanyakan gitu.
All the
Tergantung
best
tim
of all
juga,
the
nggak
best
semua
on
tim cocok kayak mainnya gitu kan.
his weaponry and utility. So it's not really much of an issue here. What is interesting to me now is that there are massive ultimates for Brent's side. They got the lockdown, the Hunter's Fury from the Shadows, and the Blade Storm if they ever need it. But looks like yet again they're going to be prodding their way towards C, sensing a little bit of some weakness here. It's Borkum to look to get the opening pick and just deny the utility. That's a Hunter's
Yeah,
Fury
kena.
now coming in. And he always lands
Double
one.
kill.
And he lands two. He's almost
dapat-
gonna do it. He gets a
dapat
tap
tiga,
on
cuy.
the three. Jesse Vash, one of the best players to have that Hunter's Fury on. He actually lands damage onto 3 players here. And if he lands a shock arrow, he's actually going to maybe pick up a kill
Kena lagi
right now.
shotgunnya.
But Pina is
Oh,
going
damn,
down
boy.
pretty low here. Is brought up to 44 HP.
Bakal tetap main
This
inisiator
is a
gak Kro kayak
great
di Ghost
start
nggak tahu.
right now from Bren as NTK.
Oh, kemarin kan
Dubstep,
Kayo
the
kan.
operator duel.
I like
yet
Kayo,
again.
man.
Will it come in through?
Ooh, Dabi
This time,
bro.
Dubstep, he somehow wins it.
He's just
again
better.
onto NTK.
Build Dave.
Now that's just gonna be from the
Last round.
shadows going
Let's
here
go.
towards A, and Azerite. Dubstep ain't losing these operator duels. Not today.
These peaks are just
Kemarin masih nyoba-nyoba ya, Kro, di Ghost.
pristine. They're
Ya.
on point. Pina's gonna be activating the
Enggak nyoba-nyoba
Cosmic
sih, udah
Divide,
latih
but
beberapa
that's gonna be incredibly
Scream
difficult. Trying
pakai
to
agent
go
itu.
around Dubstep with the turnaround, but the safety
Nice.
of the alarm bot
Oh.
keeps him alive. Pina, last man standing once again.
Nice.
He's gonna be able to convert to 1 kill, but Oh my goodness, this is just going the way of Brent, isn't it? That
Kita bawa
first kill
aja
on the
FS
door
masuk
was
sampai PRX
so
5
huge.
ya, Min.
Him being the KJ, it has so much foothold on Garage as well as C-side, but losing
gila,
him,
perut
you
gua udah bunyi
saw
sih.
in
Shit.
terms of the movement
makan
for
dulu.
BAM, they had to at least get somebody off on a site, and
Good half,
leaving
good half.
NTK was the
That's
best
a prediksi
option they
gua.
had for a
Brand
lone holder because he
win
did have
against
the operator,
BAM.
but when it's against Dubstep, as you mentioned, that can just hit those 1v1 entry peeking op shots,
I need
it
some
just gets
food.
null and void so quickly.
I think Dubstep, he is just on another level here today. He's been having a really
Makan
great run
nasi
of form as of
Hainam.
late. His matches yesterday, when he was getting pick after pick after pick, landing every single shot, really was a thing of beauty. And honestly, Brenny Sports, they're looking quite unshakable right now. They've lost a couple of rounds here and there, but it's a good entry round to find.
Nggak latihan, ntar gua streamnya sampai jam 2 dong.
Still gonna leave us
Max
into
jam
a
2.
4v5. Little
Max
bit
1.40
curious
sih,
as to
Max
how that
1.40 lah.
went down, but in the end, the utility
Max 1.40 gua off.
being smoked off now will leave us in a 4v5. They know where Dorf is.
Oh,
It's
kenapa
gonna
bro?
take a
Makan
second
nasi
to
Hainam
clear
gua.
him out though, and they're gonna. Oh, did he see him? Did he see them? Dorf actually lines it up onto one right now, and he's going to be given a false sense of
Bro,
security.
banyak upset ya stage 3 sampai
And again,
60
Dubstep,
dari
he
spin nggak
misses
lolos
the
bermain
timing
banyak sih.
around this corner here, and this is
Banyak.
pistol number 2 pretty much in the books here for BAM. I don't think they're going to be able to get it. Not after NTK goes down like that. And Witz is there for one. All right, he finds a second one, but still a 2v3 in time.
Oke,
Not in their
dubstep,
favor.
backstep,
Now they
dua
managed to bring it
low,
closer.
Enggak sih temen.
This is going to be difficult here as he dashes
Ente.
on into his death. Good attempt from Dubstep. But in
Like
the
dulu
end,
guys.
Big
Malah
Bam
nobar lagi kayaknya enggak deh.
things relatively sane for now
Kayaknya nobar
as they
malam.
managed to pick up the pistol. A crucial win for Big Bam.
Crucial
Actually, yang ikut turun Nimo nggak?
anti-lurk
Ikut.
there from
Cuman,
Dorf as well. They just know that if they full send it as 5 on the C site, there will always be that
Cuman nggak
issue
ini.
of
Nggak tahu kapan
lurkers.
mulai
And
turnamen Nimo mah.
playing against the lurk, I guess from C long, not really what they want. They want to catch it before it spreads. And you know what? Prevention is better than the cure. Some nasty shots from Witz there, but in the end, they just did not have enough time to retake the site. Might have been a possibility, but BAM did a good job of just
Nah,
drawing
ini
out
paling
the
ngeselin kalau misalnya lu lawan
Dubstep
bridge,
has the
lawan
marshal, has
lu
kind of shown
lawan
his hand
melandap
immediately.
agent pakai bridge pas segala
Bam's,
macam, lu mau kontrol
adjustment is
AS
to try
lumayan
to
susah
go
sih.
somewhere where Dubstep is not.
Lu di
Like,
stun,
look
lu
at the
di
rotation from
flash
Dub. He
gitu-gituan.
knows that he made some noise on A,
It's annoying.
so he quickly goes the other way and tries to catch.
Kalau misalnya lu as a
again,
defender
there
mau
comes
coba
off guard,
kontrol A lobby-nya,
that,
lu bakal di
that's
stun lah,
Overdrawn.
diapain lah.
Not gonna get fooled by it.
It's kinda hard.
Yeah, not exactly going to do the work that he wanted here, but in this pistol round, oh, they just mow him down.
Kalau misalnya
Still,
attacker
it's a good
cara mainnya
from
BAM-nya
Brent.
rapi,
I mean, excuse me, from
as
BAM.
pengguna utility-nya,
And they're
kontrol
able to
map-nya,
secure
kontrol
the
area gitu
spot
rapi
towards
tuh.
the side. Round here with good
Menang
timing
sih.
to find one, has a flash to get around the corner, to get a little bit closer. Dubstep not going to land those shots as well, but this should be the round here as Crazy Guy swings out 9-5. Big Bam have found a big entry.
Kawan
4
nanti
rounds
latihan
that
ya.
separates them.
Terus sebenarnya pas
That's
beli
right,
mouse
and
dicari
it's
gripnya kah atau apa? Iya.
been pretty much the
Nomor sampai
story
match
here
apa?
that
PRX
Brent have
boom.
been reading them and doing
Lu
a great
cari
job,
mouse
as I
itu
said,
lu harus
from
cari
the
grip lu yang
Bam.
cocok apa,
Now we go
size-nya
to the
apa,
other side. Now we transition to the other
apa ya?
half. Big Bam have looked good on their attacking side as well.
Terus
Now they no
cocok tangan lu lah. Kalau misalnya
longer
mouse
play the
kecil kan
game.
nggak enak, nggak nyaman.
Now they can play
Kalau
to their
GPRO
own
kan pas
tempo.
buat gua nih.
How is this gonna change things up here? Can Brent keep
Gitu.
up with it?
Dan
But
grip lu apa,
Brent
itu lu harus
historically
research. Lu harus research
been a
sendiri, lu nggak bisa
defensive
tanya
side
orang
team. So I wouldn't
mouse yang
be
bagus
surprised
apa.
to see them
Karena setiap
start to
mouse itu
really get a good
beda
feel
buat
here
orang
from
gitu loh.
Bam and how they play.
There will be some difficulties here.
Dubstep.
NTK is
No way
gonna
he still wins
try to
that.
go for the entry, but
Nice
Dubstep's
shot.
reaction time is just
Mas
on a
sekarang mas
whole
action ya,
different
gue mah
level.
action.
Red Neville, he was setting stuff up, but this gets immediately denied. Dorf
And-
is gonna just back away from the
Well, makes
smoke
sense.
here as he was spotted by the
Ya nih, lu mau cari
alarm bot, but what's kind of
dari
dangerous now is
mouse itu
Morgan
lu harus
already
research,
alert.
lu tangan lu kayak size-nya berapa,
You know,
apa
NTK
size-nya
just
apa
can't
gitu.
win a Dubstep duel.
Buat mouse
Just
size
can't.
apa gitu.
They've faced off at the start of the
Grip lu
round
mainnya grip
so
apa.
many times in a row, and
Itu lu nggak bisa
Dubstep
tanya
winning
kayak
the duel
apa ya?
against NTK
Mungkin
every
bisa, lu
single time.
mungkin
This is
buat awal-awal
absolutely insane here.
misalnya lu bilang, what a shot.
And now they're just winning in
Gripnya lu grip claw, oke grip claw
Witz,
biasanya
yeah,
FK
casually peek and
ini bisa claw juga.
destroy CeeLo.
Zowie FK1, FK2 gitu-gituan bisa.
Yeah.
Untuk awal-awal cuman tangan size tangan lu apa segala macam beda lagi
Did
ntar.
the jump info and then
Yeah, just swings out right on
lined
top
it
of
up.
it.
Exactly. Oh, Dorf.
Okay.
Banyak telapak tangan lu berapa kru? Gua nggak tahu sih.
The turret and
Gua nggak tahu.
he still shot through it. The untimely cause, and they're not even gonna get that spike plant.
Nah, sama Dispenser mah DRQ dulu kru, yes.
Just brutal for Dorf.
Yeah, and that flawless round keeping
Mouse kecil apa kru?
everyone
Mouse
away
kecil.
from
Ini termasuk
That,
kecil
I
nih
can't
GPRO
stress enough,
wireless.
That is a massive boost to their economy. This is just
Oke, mumpung lagi masih
getting,
technical. Ini mouse kecil juga
that
nih.
much more security coming into the later stages of this game that just allows
Ini mouse
it,
kecil juga nih, enak nih. Ini pakai TridentZ nih.
a little bit of a padding
X-1R.
at least here, because on the defensive side you will take losses a lot, most of the time.
Mouse kecil, Zowie S2.
Be able to give everybody rebuys.
Ini mouse kecil nih.
They really
FK2.
do. And there is still gonna
Tapi
be
ini cuma beda
some
grip ya.
buying power for Big Bam here. Look at that, just like
Viper ya,
casually
Razer Viper.
looks at his opponent. Borkum getting a lurk kill here. And
Ini juga kecil.
tiny bit of
Ini lebih
satisfaction
kecil.
to get from just, you know, oh guys, we got some, what is it, like
Ini
200,
lebih
300
kecil.
extra creds per player, which is good. Just swiped away from their hands. Again, this
Predik
is
lu brand
the
atau BAM?
best
Predik brand,
Vietnamese
brand.
team. They have made it so far, but up against
Kalau yang gede, tuh
they're
EC2.
struggling incredibly difficult. It's not
Zowie
the
EC2.
end of the world. It's still a best of 3 series. This game one
Ini gede.
is 10-5, and we've seen comebacks worse than this happen. But
Nih, I
they
think it's
have
the
to
same
at least
around the
make
same
it
gitu.
possible now, where
Prime
their money
wireless.
is the best, or they're gonna go into a thrifty round, which they have never won.
Sorry bro, viewer baru slow.
At least in this
Oke,
game
baru datang. Yuk.
against Brent. So it's now or never.
EC2 nggak kecil sih.
It is,
EC2 termasuk besar sih.
and we got a technical time
Medium
on
lah,
that.
medium lah. EC1
So
yang
in the
gede. EC1 yang
meantime,
gede.
it's pretty early for
Ini
a
yang
lot
gede.
of the people watching.
Nih,
I
kayak
know
lu
a lot
cek
of
aja
people
ukuran-ukuran yang
tuning in
gini.
around the world, but in our region, at least, it's brunch time. That's right, brunch time. Hope everybody has had their brunch. Have you had brunch?
Game
Brunch is a
mouse
very
gaming yang
interesting word,
syukuran.
isn't it? It's a portmanteau of.
Mouse gaming yang syukuran Logitech M31. Gua nggak tahu tuh mouse apa.
Yes. Was I supposed to say no? And
Mouse
then
gaming
give me like
syukuran.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
I have not.
you
Ini
doubt
mouse kantor ya.
the extent of my knowledge, brother.
I mean, we barely got through kindergarten, so I wouldn't.
I have no idea bro.
I wouldn't put it
Wha-
past us to
what?
know what brunch is.
I guess.
But that a good one. I had a good one.
Ini?
It was-
Wait,
it
that's
was
the keyboard.
pretty-
Apa sih G103
pretty
ya?
nice. Well, you know, I'm wondering if what Brent's
Iya,
been
ini.
feeding, or what Brent's been feeding dubstep, because
Dude, I know what it is, 100%.
what is it?
Pancit Canton.
Orochi yang kecil. Yes.
Dude, that's the gamer in the Philippines. If you're not eating pancit
Ini kecil.
Canton
Ini
as
kecil.
your gamer fuel, you're not doing it right.
Ini
That's just
kecil.
how it goes, man. This is how it goes.
That is.
It's a
true.
Philippine.
G403 masih bagus.
Philippines.
Yes.
Although, I would
Ini
extremely
ini rame sih banyak makanya.
advise you to not eat that every single day.
G403.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I
Gua
obviously
nggak pernah tes ini mas.
you want a balanced diet.
Yeah.
Maybe put an egg in there.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Let's go back into it. We're about to start the game here. 12 seconds into this one. Before we
Yeah,
get into
we're back,
this
we're
one,
back.
excuse me. Got the double digits. They're 3 rounds away from claiming the first game in their series.
Prefer mouse
and they're
ringan, mouse
looking
berat.
very
Gua
strong.
mouse ringan.
Now, Big Bam, full contact play. Just gonna walk.
Once you go wireless, you never go
Gets
back.
spotted out here. Nice entry. Red Devil with the tap. Paranoia comes in. NTK is gonna be flashed up, and they're gonna get out of that site. You know what? We're done here. We don't want to hold this anymore. We've already taken a loss early on,
Retake no retake.
and this force, this buy here from Bam, is gonna allow them to.
Daksa Pro
get a
bagus
little
tuh.
control
Tens pakai.
here
Oh,
towards the site. This
Tens pakai
fence is
Daksa.
spot out. We'll try
Baru
to
tahu
swing
gua.
out just off tempo,
Keren.
but at the same time, still have a lot of work to do as they haven't really found not much information here. NTK is very low on HP. There's no way to get him up for now. No one's working that C long flank, and time is ticking. They got to be decisive here. They got to be defensive. But it looks like it's going to be it. It's Dispenser with
2v2.
Borkum and Jesse Vash finally going in for it. But low HP on them and not a lot of time. Dorp is just
Yeah.
going to melt Jesse Vash and the
No.
Nano Swarms, and that's going to be the round here from Big Bam, and Bren knows it. Borkum turns tail and head towards long here, hope to catch somebody off guard, but he's just going to end up going and trying to save that
Yes, mas
anyway.
Guru
They keep
di
both
ultra
players
pakai
alive,
Daksa.
and Borkum even loses that rifle there towards the end. Bren they might be looking at a reset here, but just because they've kept everyone alive in that flawless round, they will most likely still be able to buy one more.
Udah standar sih kayak lawan kayak gini, kayak lu commit C, lu lu updraft ke atas side atau ke tengah side, lu flash buka gitu.
I actually just sort of
kayak misalnya nih, lihat mouse gua, kalau misalnya yang pakai bridge itu sama jet, biasanya combo itu jet updraft ke atas, tengah dash ke sini, diam di smoke, di flash, baru keluar dari smoke-nya, buka-buka gitu sama macam entry side.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because when they look like eggs, it's like eggs no good.
Gua ses 0,976 DPS 1000 gitu aja enggak sih?
Good job, Ilu.
Ya, lumayan.
Star for you. Anyways,
AdSense.
Yeah.
AdSense itu.
This could still go extremely to the favor of Brent. And TK didn't really buy into anything. He used his double updraft already to catch somebody on a long. Not really what you want when you need a little bit of that verticality as you try to take the sights. I think as a jet, you probably want to be on top of
analysis.
I say the mid part of the site as well. Itself. Excuse me. Crazy Guy almost gets a little bit more damage. The wallbang came in. DubStep has a nice little angle here that he will not be missing. The second shot on Red Neville almost as well to convert. And Crazy Guy, he's setting stuff up. He needs to find a pick with this ultimate.
Nah, kayak gini-gini nih. Si Jessica sama Wits pasti mau nge-push shot, mau cari info. Lu harus kayak gini nih, lu harus aktif cari info. Valorant tuh game FPS lah, FPS tuh lu game kayak Valorant CS gitu, Rainbow Six gua gak tau sih. PUBG itu udah tau lah beda, bukan FPS gitu. Itu lu game apa ya, lu harus selalu aktif cari info. Apalagi Valorant. Itu game of information, man.
You're gonna hit it straight up, and what a way to get into it. It's still a 2v3, and they're gonna try to deal with that right now. Just back on the flag, only one, but still 1v1 here. Crazy Guy versus Wits. The two initiators for the team. Hunter's Fury fully blind there. He knows where he is, but he's gonna try to swing out wide on top of that and swing out and take out that recon. He does, but Wits none the wiser as he loses his wits.
Iya, dengan maksudnya lu main game ini, lu
take another win here. Bridging that gap, bringing us closer.
Misal mau cari info juga lu harus ajak teman, lu harus bener, kayak bukan cari info sembarangan nyolo, lu harus cari timingnya, lu ajak teman maju bareng kemana gitu segala macem.
How do you say this? A enigma that always happens. Bren just loves to go for that lurk. How many times
aktif cari info, jadi lu bisa gambling stack mana apa segala macam.
Behind them, there was the one from
tapi properly.
That was Dispenser. The follow up from Bork.
Dengan cara yang rapi, disiplin.
They're not really letting Bam be comfortable with anything that's right here in front of them. But Crazy Guy, as a face-to-face matchup with Dubstep, denies any gratification of that dash in play, even if he had something with what's maybe on the flash. Not really gonna happen. It's a safe buy for Brent.
Ex-director movie aja.
Weaponry, but when you can, they convert it with the shots.
Gas mulu, gas. It's okay, Siko.
Proactive with that second target, but it's more than enough as we do have a 3 versus 4. Not the end, but you can see how Big Bam holding steadfast in their own side of the map.
Brand supporting PHK Pro, iya. Dari Philippine All-Star Team.
This is the first time Brand has really been showing signs of weakness here. This is their map pick, so we'd expect them to take this rather convincingly, but Big Bam are really showing us that they are not a team that is to be trifled with. They are still a team that you should be worried about. It's a good setup here, interestingly enough, and Dispenser with a double with a frenzy. 1 bullet left, but Wits is there to back him up, and they've made this into a 2v1. Wits is still on the backer side. Can he get the timing? Because Borkum is going to be the only man left here. No rifles, no weaponry to be recovered just yet. Borkum still only on a share.
Pina bentar lagi bakal mantek CT nih harusnya. Ini harusnya nyadar gak sih? Kelamaan. Oh, Borkum is just better, man. Borkum is just better.
And the timing, it doesn't go his way. Borkum misses that crucial shot. Make it expensive, they
Borkum
do.
bisa miss.
They take 4 kills, Brandy Swartz, as they go into
it. Kursi game ini bawah 5 juta apa ya?
Certainly scary.
Thank you for donation, man. Thank you tadi juga. 5 juta GSR-SE.
There is just that ball dropping.
Terus series Premalis yang baru bagus gak, Bang? Bagus. Tapi lu tergantung grip lu juga. Premalis. Premalis itu lu tergantung shape-nya, lu dekat segala macam. Bagus mah bagus. Yang kayak gue bilang, lu tergantung cocok atau enggak.
Instance that could mess it up. You know how Bren goes in for those big lurks.
Biasanya
thrifties for Big Bam. It's
Ngeselin nih,
them
OBS sumpah.
being able to catch like multiple targets of
Orang lagi 1v1
Brent here
gitu.
with the clutches from Crazy Guy and stuff like that.
Why the fuck would you
There
drone?
is just no solace for us to take a bit of a, I think it's a break in between the
Hai
rounds.
Cross,
But
saya
then
minta
they want us to go
rekomendasi
for
earbud
that
dong.
tactical timeout. Also the same for
Thank you for
themselves
recommendation.
because
A bit sus.
now they're
Rekomendasi
changing
earphone.
dynamics slightly. They've been playing a lot more.
Gue pakai Apple
with
earphone udah lama
rifles.
banget sih.
Dubstep, we only saw him
Mau
in
3
the
tahun
attacking
kayaknya.
with the operator,
Iya.
so now they're going to be equipping him with this.
I don't know.
And this is where
Razer
a
Hammerhead.
little bit more messy for
Okay.
them if they're not careful, if they're not able to scan properly where
Thank you for the
Dubstep is.
subscribe,
He can
man. Welcome
convert
member subscribe.
these kills so early
Ini.
that the dynamic, the pace of the game changes
Bagus.
so quickly after that.
Logitech.
Oh, it's nasty.
GSR-SE 3 ya?
I'm liking that they go for the operator onto
Bukan.
Dubstep.
Apa sih?
It's been a
Ear-
minute since we've
earphone.
seen it. And with the success that Dubstep has
Tiga,
found with
tiga.
that
Ini.
operator at the
I
very
think it's
start
kinda
of
good.
the game here,
Not bad.
and the earlier side of it,
Habis HyperX.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they go and do and how they approach this. They don't
Not bad juga ini.
want
Ini yang
to
gue pernah pakai ya.
too aggressively yet, just holding
Ini yang
off
nggak pernah pakai.
angles right here.
Tuh,
but
gue bisa kasih ini
that
doang.
orb is-
Based on pengalaman
that
gue.
Cloudburst is gonna allow them to get through towards sewers here, and that might be a spell of trouble here for Dubstep. He misses the shot right there.
Coba deh
Pina is good
gerak-gerak.
for it. That's the operator gone here. The
Thank
timing
God.
just
Badan
eludes
nggak angle ya.
Dubstep this
Menang itu.
time, and now it's gonna be a quick hit onto A. They're gonna commit everybody to it right here. There's only one person lurking and watching the
Jamet,
flag
lawan
here.
Jamet.
That's gonna be the Hunter's Fury available. It's gonna be used right now, but it's gonna be a counter Hunter's Fury in response. And it's good to tag
Dapat
up
loh.
and get onto one as well. Let's get the kill here. Now Borkum in the back. He's got the lockdown to deal with, and a player right behind him
Mati
around
dia
this
Borkum,
corner.
mati dia
Dorf,
Borkum.
will he get checked right now? No,
Ya,
he
nggak
will
dicucuk.
not. 2v4, and this retake is proving impossible to do. Jesse Vash finds one, but gets
Brand
swapped
choke.
out.
Brand
By
choke.
Dorf coming up right there from
Thank you for the
sewers.
subscribe,
Big
Ayu.
Bam, they have come back into this in a big way. Brenny Sports are looking a little bit confused right now because they have not gotten very many rounds in the past.
Bro, kalau earbud gitu butuh mic
Look at
eksternal
this.
lagi gak sih?
All of the rounds here
maybe.
in the second half, except
Iya,
for
harusnya
one,
pakai mic eksternal sih bagus.
have gone.
Kalau biasa pakai mouse
to
wireless,
Bam. This
pakai
was a
mouse
9-3
gak enak.
scoreline, that's
Saran
right.
mouse yang nggak kebaca lagi tadi.
My guy, I don't know what to say, man, but I did predict, this could be a match,
bisa pakai mouse wireless,
a series
mouse wireless.
that Big Bam
Cara mouse wireless feel enak.
as this
Ini
next
tergantung,
form of
lu
evolution. And
Ini kalian banyak yang nanya
seems like
saran
they're evolving once more,
mouse.
It's a bit of that Pokemon styles.
Ya nanya saran.
Anyways, what I also want to
Itu tergantung grade kalian, you know.
is very expensive round from Brent, no cap, because they
Bagaimana
basically
Siang
put
Crow? What's up,
everything that they
Michael?
had,
Welcome,
even the big
welcome.
ultimates as
Hi.
well that they could use,
Yeah.
as well as the operator and hands of
Banyak mouse yang tuh banyak.
rounds in a row, which would be their round loss bonus maxed out once again. So we'll see how this pans out. But Red Neville, his edge fragging's been pretty good.
Pakai mouse bungee,
And
ya.
Wherever he gets put in terms of an agent role, he still translates.
Pakai
which is
wire mouse emang
really
lu
good.
harus pakai mouse
Helps out
bungee.
the rest
Harus.
of the team.
Kalau enggak
But it's now
kabelnya
going to be the back of
berserakan.
the site, hiding inside the Cloudburst, not really going to find any solace.
Dulu apa, Crow? Claw.
And okay, the sneaky beakies with the frenzy, not going to find its mark. As
Nggak sih, grip gua
Borkum is
kadang-kadang nggak
just
jelas.
about to catch Borkum, who
Bisa
was
palm, bisa
just
claw.
straight up running.
Mau nggak tau grip gua apaan.
And this leaves Dubstep in a 1 versus 5, but we've seen the highlights, we've seen his Twitter account. He can convert, but we'll see if he can isolate the first target, which is NTK, who just gets on out of there. They know that they have to work around Dubstep like
Wah, anjir.
wild game, and that game be contained.
Triple pick, bos.
10-10, we've got
Mouse
a
bungee
tie
tuh-
game.
mouse bungee tuh kayak
It's
lu bisa
been
taruh,
a wild ride here. 9-3
kabel
to
mouse
start
gitu,
off, but all
digantung
of the
gitu.
rounds since then have gone in the favor of Big Bam. The top team in Vietnam looking like they're going to
Borkum
take
always
down
from
the
behind,
only
man.
remaining representatives of the Philippines in game number 1, potentially. Unless Brent can pull out something special here, it seems like they're struggling to find any glimpse or
Bang,
any
kalau kalah
glimmer
sekarang
of
masih bisa lawan bracket. Iya, masih bisa.
attacking side here, because Big Bam, not only are they hitting their shots, but they're making
Eh,
the right
slow.
calls, they're making the right reads. And it's so difficult for Dubstep.
Too sharp.
He manages to find one as he drops down right there. There's still a 1-for-1 exchange. As one player does fall from that close angle there, they get Borkum down. So that's the controller gone. A lot of utility already gone from the equation here from Brand Esports, but still, that's the lurk, the anti-lurk gone. Dorf This just means that the opportunities for
Milemos sebenarnya cuma butuh kesana aja gak sih? Gue udah respon juga betul sih. Iya, kan kebanyakan situasi kalau misalnya lu mau kayak tetap PW nyaman gitu, lu harus cari grip yang sama, size yang mirip-mirip gitu. Silakan bereksperimen, size beda, grip beda silakan. Cuman yang nggak menjamin lu bakal, ya nggak tahu juga bakal main lebih bagus atau enggak gitu.
Maybe watch out for and break it. And look at how Dispenser off angles his ult because he knows that there is some form of lineup that is then and there.
What a shot.
Shots from Wits though through the smoke. Unfortunate for Crazy Guy. He's one of the players you really need to go for the clutch here in these moments.
Ya terus sih ke GGS. Lu ke GGS bisa nyoba mouse langsung. Karena di GGS itu lu di kayak udah ready testing gitu.
Denying him any satisfaction to even witness the spike once more to try to stop it from getting defused.
Definitely a little bit worried here, but that route gonna let them
Takel mah, you know,
relief for now as they get
sumpah dia bagus banget main race.
But they've only taken 2 rounds.
Movementnya tuh bagus banget.
Attacking side of BAM has just looked
bagus
so strong.
Lincah. Mekaniknya ya dari dulu gue selalu bilang mekaniknya bagus banget sih.
This Vietnamese squad, my god, they are really impressive everyone. And right now Asteroid
beda sih playstyle Bani sama Takel tuh beda banget.
Big BAM, everybody, they better be ready for Vietnam, guys, because Vietnam are coming in a big way. They haven't had much time here in the VCT.
Penggunaan satchel-nya apa segala macam. Udah beda cuy.
But they are very close to taking a map up against Red like that. Dubstep is getting tagged by that owl drone right there. Punishes him completely and he can't get away.
HyperX race.
They knew.
Bagus mana race-nya Takel atau Jared nggak tahu sih.
I think that just
what a shot.
gave up the position of Dubstep there because of how he kind of threw out his recon. Anyways, Dispenser lurking in the shadows of Sewer. Able to find a pick, so that equalizes as 4 versus 4. Now, there is still a discrepancy in terms of the ultimate. Red Neville has his Rolling Thunder. It's going to be huge to take in the sides. Playing a very long angle here in heaven. Could give some solace for Dispenser, but he doesn't. He did not get dazed, not at all.
Coba pre-fire.
This if he need be. Jesse Bash is going to just pop out a couple of shots, but it's still not going to be enough. And they get the trade quickly enough before it turns into a hemorrhaging discrepancy for them. And now 3 versus 3.
They've got the first pick on this retake right now. Red Neville, he's managed to get that kill onto Jesse Vash. Absolutely massive, but Wits, flash in hand, waiting for the right time to throw it out. He gets one. Falls back into the safety of the Cosmic Divide. They know there's one towards Hell.
Menang sih ini. Come on, he should win this.
Though. But Crazy Guy still emerges victorious. He gets the recon vault here, taps away at the spike. And Crazy Guy goes
selalu di-flank, sumpah selalu di-flank.
Will clutch the round once more for Bread Esports. How many clutches has this guy had under his belt? That is going to be a very close one as Bread secure map point here up against Big Bam.
Apa yang buta lah.
They needed to hit that daze from the Rolling Thunder, that stun, that knockup.
Which
to flush out the Spencer's spot, but he had the minuscule portion that was not going to get hit.
Kan flash omen dekat.
Ultimate. Either that was such a big brain play from Dispenser. He risked it. It was a gamble, or it was a misplay of Red Never, or both. That still turned tail in big favor for the rest of Bren here, as you mentioned.
Enggak, dari tadi itu dia selalu flank aja.
Single kill from Dispenser, that might have been different outcome. In any case, both teams do have the weapons.
Pasti ada
back into the operator.
Beberapa round dari tadi tuh nge-flank terus. Kalau main pakai headset earphone apa? Gue pakai earphone.
Is it going to be the A site? Seems like they want to go for the quick fight here. Dispenser's going to delay with the Nano Swarm once more. Oh, never mind.
They've managed to stave off the attack for now. There's no Hunter's Fury to deny that. You could try to spam it.
Bingung. Ngapain Dispenser? Halo?
Dispenser getting lost? Are you okay? Almost took the wrong turn for a second there. Oh no, they still find him anyway.
Dispenser bingung anjir barusan.
I mean, that's completely on him.
Bisa,
He
bisa.
gets lost in transition too. So the Sprak as well being checked out right here. Big advantage right now. Wouldn't blame them if they go for the early save. Flash coming out from Red Neville. It's gonna blind up. Not gonna get anybody right here. Nobody to be found. They have managed to wiggle their way onto site. Dubstep making a lot of noise here. He only finds one, and yet again, Big Bam bring us to a 12-11. Lot of clean plays.
Dia tadi ke Hell masih sempat itu. Cuman waktu kalau misalnya dia ke Hell sempat, orang Along udah deket banget, dia bisa liatin orang di dispenser ke Hell. Karena Hell bukan Hell kiri, Hell kanan.
Bren, they are definitely
Kelihatan dari Along.
on it. A little bit discombobulated as Dubstep. Look at this. No money on Bren's side.
Oh, pakai Soundcard. Ada donate. Oh, ada donate.
This could be the first loss that Bren has had in this entire tournament if they keep things up like this. But he has the Blade Storm, so a little bit of sigh of relief here. All the utility, all the ultimates
last
being
round
used in
ya,
that last
Marshall.
round here for Big Bang
Beda ulti sih.
to get them that one. But a lot of utility was expended for it. But now it's Bren. They pick up the orb and they get Seekers.
Di sisinya Bam gak ada ulti. Wits ada ulti, late round info bisa nyari info pakai ulti.
The one that is on the wanted posters that has the biggest reward.
Kontrol
That
depan.
has taken out the blades. He does actually have
Oh,
a
Crazy Guy udah gak ada drone nih.
not an operator, but I think in certain cases
Jadi nggak bisa
Marshall is
droning A.
better in
Dia
that
harus ke
regard.
B.
We'll see how this kind of
Yeah.
pans out. They put everything that they have in
Aduh,
terms
mereka
of the
masuk
KJ utility on C. So this gives a bit of solace for the B side, but they gotta be careful because even if they set this up, Jesse Bash is playing such a close corner. NTK's been spotted with a recon. He's gotta be careful, but did he get blinded by Borkum? That's gonna be huge because now Red Neville and Crazy Guy have opened the site up, taken 2 down. Dubstep gonna be having to wrap around all the way to A link.
susah nih,
It's
nggak
all
ada
about the
flasher.
contact plays, but the problem
Nggak ada
is
flasher.
they don't have a Sage,
Susah, man.
no walls, and it's all gonna be about the post flag, and we are going straight
Flawless.
into overtime. What a round! That was so clean.
Red Neville, massive triple kill from him to get the game here to an overtime. That's an insane play.
gagal.
And now we're gonna get overtime. And there's something about Haven, man. There's something about it that just takes us to overtime again. And
Dua map lah,
Big
Nggak tahu
Bam,
gua.
really a special team here. They have managed to find a comeback from a 9-3 scoreline. And it has fallen up against Bren. And now the ball is in their court.
Waduh,
Can
burung
they
bak
run
ini gua,
away with
sabar.
this victory?
Gua bisa lihat,
Big Bam, the
astaga,
current number
kualitas
1 in
stream
Indonesia.
di tab gua
Looking to
satu
defend
empat.
the number 1 in the Philippines and they take away their first loss actually from Bren here.
Boleh sih menurut.
Masih ada satu lagi sih.
Just to clarify. So, yeah. People don't mistake it again.
Saudara, abis ini gue baca
It
donate-nya.
is
Thank you donate.
such a treat to see this go
Dari predik
all the
pertamanya
way to
pun,
overtime
maybe.
because, again,
Tapi masih
there is
harusnya
so much that
brand lah.
I think, as you mentioned, right, Vietnam has
Crazy
to
ngecun anjir.
offer.
Dabi versus Chong.
We've kind of flipped the switch again. We're gonna go with Brent on the attacking side, and this is where Big Bam struggled the most. They need to step up on this plate, or else we might be in for either a long stretch or Bren winning on their defensive side, which is never really a good thing.
Kalau main Ryzen sebenarnya sih ya.
Now,
Dia juga mekaniknya jago. Ryzen belum tentu lu mekaniknya jago gitu loh.
And Spencer's going to be clearing some utility, but they haven't really full send everything. They've left Bash somewhere outside of near their spawn, and Dubstep still holding for a lurk. So all pressures as movements come into the A side, onto NTK once again to convert.
It's a good recon. Spots out. No, it doesn't spot out NTK, but it goes down immediately here. And they've burned some utility towards C. But instead, they will be committing to A. They've run this play a couple of times already, actually. So this might be quite sniffed out by now. But Crazy Guy is going to sniff out one here. Borkum, NTK! NTK with a triple here against Bren. Now Borkum in 10 seconds. Can he find the magic touch? No! It's NTK with a 4K. To take down Bren Esports closer and closer to stealing a game.
NTK 4 kill. Dia tadi 10 kill, 4 kill itu impact buat di OT, guys. Impact kills.
For a nice try, kid, because that was awesome plays right there. Crazy Guy ignited. He lit the match. but it was NTK that just exploded. Look at this transition, smooth on the third, and then he whips out his blade just for good measure. This has gone so far up his head. We were looking at Bren just to dominate this. They're losing the rounds. They're now match point.
Ya teori first map sabun deh guys ya.
Still and nice. Oh no, he gets tagged up and through the wall. Does him and Wits, do they bump each other right there?
Udah tau nggak Rapi? Iya.
A little bit awkward, a little bit clumsy, I think, if you ask me, for Bren, but
udah tau dong. Pasti kah?
Spencer should have lived through that. He was trying to get away. I think he ran into Wits, who was trying to throw out a guiding light. So not really anyone's fault, just a little bit clumsy, I think, on everybody's side there. But 4v4 now. Jesse Bash good for the hold on to one, but only finds one. But Borkum is finding two for all of his teammates instead. 3v1, 30 HP, Red Neville, but Borkum with a triple kill. Answer of his own. I can do the triple two. And Bren Esports, they refuse to give up right now. They're just stealing rounds after one after the other, and this is a brawl that we're seeing from both of these squads.
My gosh, there I think has been only one match that Bren also had. It went to overtime. I think that's what that was against CB2.
Who the fuck knows?
So they have been put in this house.
Ini komitnya nggak Frank sih?
We'll see how that happens now on arguably their best map. Maybe it's not their best map anymore if they lose it.
Deepcool.
Oh, they actually go ahead and they commit towards it right now. They're changing the tempo, changing the pace, but the gravity well is sucking them all in. They can't trade dubstep. He was all alone, and Borkum is gonna get the spray down, but Red Neville's right there to trade things off yet again here. Jesse Bash will get one, but still leaves Wits all alone in a 1v3. He has a little information, but can't land the spray. Pina, it's his turn to get a triple kill here, and Bren scratching their heads what they gotta do to win on this attacking side.
Match point.
They really forced the issue on the C side there, but they got separated hard. Dorf using the nanoswarm just at the perfect time, so that dubstep was left by his own. So Bren had to wait a couple of crucial seconds, but those little bit of seconds was enough for Red Neville as well as Dorf to convert and manage the rest of the Bren team. And now, once again, we're at match point, and Bren hasn't hit match point at all this this game. It's always been Big Bam. We have seen how Bren is able to stave off, especially when dubstep can hit those op shots, and now he's just going to be anchoring the C side.
They have managed to find advantage here in the overtime, and Bren looking for overtime number 2 doesn't look likely, as they've been struggling very much on their defensive side here. And both of these teams, they're throwing out everything that they have on it. I mean,
kapan sih bisa kayak dubstep NTK mustahil? Kau bisa aja, bos.
Start digging deep, find their way into the back to that
playbook. Malah iya, bukan ngedukung ya.
Both of these teams, they're running out of material.
Baru tuh jago
There's
cuy.
only so many strats that they can pull out for this one.
There's the immediate pull on the trigger. NTK is gonna be safe for the moment. Spencer holding through the smoke.
Kapan lu bisa sejago Bani? Itu pertanyaannya. Gak bakal kayaknya.
Smooth and out. It was a mission. And mission successful. Jesse Bash though popping some shots. Red Neville hit through the head. Down to the 4 versus 5. Everybody's just gonna be coming to wrap around the site. They've left Dorf to try to whittle out with the nano swarms, but the trade's still positive for Bren, and they have all the possible times to just go for the clutches here. Dorf cannot find a shot. Maybe he can. But the Spencer is hot on his tail. He's gonna be gnawing off. We're gonna go to triple overtime here. Bren refuses, and they want to get this first game in their paws.
Triple overtime here. This is what we've got on our hands. Holy moly! It's the game that we wanted and more. You know, after you and I, we expected this. We expected a close game between Bren and Bam, because I feel like when we were doing this sort of breakdown of all the teams, I feel like I said this yesterday, the team that I'm worried about would have been Bam. And they're proving exactly why. They're such a well-coordinated unit. They're such a strong team. And they're surprising everybody with how their performance just is here on this one. I mean, a lot of people would say PRX would also be the other favorite, but people need to start taking Vietnam and their #1 team, Big Bam, very, very seriously. Because these guys, they have been bringing the thunder here.
Runation nggak di-upgrade bagus juga. Enggak sih, menurut gua Runation harus di-upgrade, sumpah.
Thunder,
warnanya lebih kelihatan.
lightning. It's all very, very frightening.
Ada ujungnya gitu.
Well, I do have to agree with you. I
Otte.
really do
Oke,
agree
berapa
with
nih?
what you mentioned there. Big Bam, one of the scarier teams that
Panas
I
ya,
think
seru.
aside
Hidup
from
mas.
PRX and Full Sense and obviously Bren right now have been
Emang
really
udah belum
making
kayak anginnya
strides.
belum ngecrot.
And it's a bit of fresh air to
Oh,
see that Vietnam is rising even when they were late to have their own VCT. Again, back in like April of 2021 or
Graphic
actually
setting
this
kalau
year.
gimana
Crazy guy spots
small
out. Gotta be
low.
careful. Could get spotted and hit by the paranoia. He just cannot take a break here. It's overwhelmed by Dispenser and Dubstep. And NTK gets caught out. They were peeking. They were looking for the trades. There was no way in chance, or way in hell, or chance in hell that they're going to be able to make that happen. Dorf.
Berapa menang lawan ini? Masa iya 2v5 kalah retake?
2 versus 5.
Nggak mungkin bos, nggak ada flash, nggak ada apa.
It's not supposed to happen.
Flawless.
But they should not, and that's going to be an almost flawless with Bren now claiming match point.
Yeah, Bren
Apanya
now with
ngecrot?
advantage in
AC-nya
overtime.
guys, AC-nya.
Still have to wait
Anginnya.
and see if Bam can come back into this. So, Bam, honestly, they
Otak
have
kalian,
been
otak.
a team
Otak
that has
kadal.
been together for a minute here. But they've been together a little while, but not as long as Bren. So, this is the point where, when it comes to these triple overtime games, you start to need to rely
ya bahasa Indo gua lupa itu ngehembus, ada bahasa itu.
your mental fortitude and your endurance.
Gua udah lupa katanya itu, kata-kata
Can't get
menghembus
tired
gitu.
in best of 3, especially when map #1 gets the triple
wall bang
overtime here. You have to be able to hold on strong.
Wait,
And
what?
this is where I think Bren has a little bit of an advantage because they've been competing forever together, even in other titles.
What? Dua wing limit ya? Crazy mati sini cuy.
With Crazy Guy as well. Oh, Dubstep's in a load of hurt here, but Dorf is actually to get that kill. On to Borkum.
Crazy guy udah
Still
mati.
a 4v4 here as the numbers all
Mas
settled
mau
in
ngepit
here. There's
Jesse.
going to be a pick now as
Nice.
Spencer looking to go for an aggressive play here towards C-Long, but it's enough for them to actually go and fall back. They're going to play the numbers to their advantage right now. They're going to go for that 3v4. Maybe let them plant the spike as Dubstep goes and takes that heal. Maybe go for that retake here. But Dubstep
Nice.
has an angle. Gonna hit that shot all day,
One
every
kill
day,
bisa dash.
every single
Nice.
day here. Dubstep good for a second
GG.
here. And he
Bren,
gets the
my prediction
first
is still live.
Bren Esports in overtime in a decisive fashion will break the hearts of the Vietnamese fans for this one. For now, as they take map #1, giving hope to the Filipinos from all across the world as Bren Esports take map #1 against
Nice.
Big Bam.
The prediction is live.
Of
It took
course.
a while longer. It took them to triple overtime. But they
Tips
were
buat
still
player
able
plat
to
diamond
get
gimana,
the
Bro?
W
Plat
in
diamond.
the end. So Brent's
Nontonin
gonna
pro
be
player, cara
satisfied
mainnya,
with that particular
komunikasinya.
victory. They still need one
Latihan
more to get into
terus-terusan.
the upper semifinals, but still that is one more compared to
Bang
Big
mau nanya
Bam,
di video
who,
Abang Glitch Pop 2
had
atau
a valiant
dari
effort. Second half
08
when they
itu
were
nama
attacking,
lagu
it
apa ya
seemed
nyari-nyari
like
nggak ketemu.
Crazy Guy had set plays. He was clutching a lot of the rounds, and as you mentioned, Red Neville stepping up to the plate as one of the
Glitch Pop?
big cojones for Big Bam here. But in the end, as you can see, Bren still stand tall and proud. 16 to 14.
Great run here. I have to give a lot of props.
Wah nggak tahu deh gua
Crazy
nggak tahu
Guy
sih.
was even though
Editor
they
gue
were
yang
a
ini.
losing squad. My God, there were so many rounds that he got that much information, and the mid-round calls for Bam were spectacular. All
Nggak tahu
throughout.
gua.
I think that at the end of it, they kind of ran
That's
out a little
correct,
bit of
yeah.
steam, and when it comes to that overtime, that's when teams like Bren really start to show,
Map kedua apa ya?
why they are top dogs. They are the
Map kedua Essen. Pick map si Bam sih, ada kemungkinan bisa menang. Nggak tahu gua nih, nggak tahu lagunya. Nobar Flu live. Ini kok kayak gini sih? Prism live. Ini nonton ini ya guys. Tahu nggak ada di Twitch ada Gojek? Ya Allah ada advertisementnya. Dukung siapa bro? Gua dukung brand sih. Nggak buffer terus ya kalau ditekan.
Udah bangun akhirnya.
Jamnya turun lagi ya keluar nih harusnya. Lama banget ya. Ini lagi apa dia? Oh kameranya lagi ambil. Ngobrol di YouTube. Oh Wilson live ya? Mana sih Wilson?
Absen pagi Jenderal, what's up?
Anjay, udah pakai jersey boom gak dia?
Easy 2-0 my friend. Guys, by the way, kalau misalkan kalian ada Twitter, follow gue di @generalsoundcast.
Anjay sekolah Twitter.
@generalsoundcast. Thank you. Ko Wilson yang lo.
What's up bro, what's up fair? What up? Ngobrol Wilson lagi. Nah. Berapa? Masih live.
Iya, baru bangun dia.
Masih nontonin.
Ya, anjing.
Brand menang yoi. Ntar boom jam berapa main Kro? Jam 12 fair harusnya ya kalau sesuai schedule ya. Kalau misalnya nih nggak sampai map 3 12 atau 15 harus mulainya. Kelar game ini boom main ya. Abis ini boom bakal main.
Wah, oh.
Kita bakal nobar PRX sama boom and I think that's it. Sampai match itu doang. Kalau 2-0 harusnya ini. Ini aja yes. Lu tim apa Kro? Action. Ibaratnya suruh Soljum Kro. Bukan tim gua. Ya harus mereka yang suruh Soljum. You know? Hai Kro. Hey mom. Semoga aja ada map 3 biar gak ketinggalan. Ya.
Nyokap lu Kro.
Nyokap gue ya. Pro action gak sampai mana? Pro pernah pakai mouse honeycomb gak? Honeycomb apaan? Honeycomb? Mouse ya? Oh, nggak pernah gua di GH. Bung sama Ael lu dukung mana? Gua dukung dua-duanya cuy. It's Indo. Lu tuh harus dukung dua-duanya. It's Indo. Lu ya Indo lu mau bisa mungkin lu as an Indonesian lu dukung mereka lolos ke Berlin. Lu dukung Boom, lu dukung AE, dukung PRX juga karena ada Jesus sama Aaron. Gitu loh. Tuh ya. Bentar, gua ambil makanan dulu deh. My food.
Entol. Bagus.
Bang, gue udah exchange ke Berlin.
Itu apa sih namanya? Kok
Exchange enggak.
restoran apa sih? Restoran apa?
Pineng. Makan guys. Makro. Thank you Michael. Mouse putih itu bersihnya apa? Pakai apa? Kelapa ya? Lu lap terus mouse-nya? Kita kali pakai. Nomor ancestor, ayo. Gue udah nonton sih.
Enak.
Let's shit on thieves though.
Yeah, I want to beat them. I don't want them to beat us. I just
I
want that,
was thinking
like,
about
thing.
letting them beat us, but no.
But like, I really just don't want them to beat us.
Caffeinate
Like,
up. Tyson, you caffeinated? You? What's going on?
I've been caffeinated.
That's what I'm talking
Pero
about.
nggak
I want you to
Gua nggak sadar
fucking
sih.
farm.
I don't need caffeine for 100 Ds.
No, don't no. No, you serious right now? No. Yeah, you got G.SKILL or what? Like what's going on?
I haven't used G.SKILL this turn. These guys aren't worthy.
Side or to get Zoms to make his rotation as well. They were able to still keep two plate people in the vicinity when they attack.
Nothing mid. That's
they're
peeking.
all day.
I'm pushing. I'm
They
into
flash
flanking
out
A.
A. They're dogging A. They're
A
dogging
lot
A.
A. I'm into flanking just
I
right.
got
Yeah,
Marshall
yeah.
headshot.
They walled.
They will. I'm gonna dart. I'm darting the anchor.
I'm
Nah,
out too.
Sentinels tuh kayak pede banget mainnya semua.
I killed the ult. I killed the
Got the
ult. I
double
killed the ult.
stack. I shocked our D.
Ya lah pede
I'll kill
lah.
one. I'll kill one. I'll kill this guy. Oh, nice.
I fucking
Juara
shit
dunia.
on you.
What the fuck,
Trash.
dude? Let's go, dude. Don't give him a fucking round, man. Just keep playing discipline.
They're so
I've had my
bad.
ult for years, man. I'm growing old with this shit.
Don't even let them get the chance. Kaide came
Makan
into my
chicken
room
rice.
with like a
Chicken
new
Hanam.
mouse that just arrived
Nasi
here.
enam.
One mouse, dude. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch
Ini
it.
10 saya ganti
You're
map,
not plugging
gua
in.
ganti mouse.
Able to take down Dapper. Shazam playing from a clutch spot deep through middle.
They think you're U-Haul. They're not U-Haul.
Stop
You
Two site. One more.
Nice.
Dead.
He's there, he's there,
To
on
the
bomb.
right. To the right. On bomb.
No. Where'd you
Don't
go?
peek.
Nice,
Oh,
Tyson.
you're insane.
Tyson, thank God you swapped mice. Yes, thank God I swapped mice. I agree.
Map ketiga dia ganti mouse cuy.
That guy's so mad. I pushed him.
Bro,
out of
I've
it.
been telling you, dude. I'm fucking moving in with you, dude. I've been telling you to stop using this fucking
Dude,
mouse.
Chad's gonna hide my mice.
I'm moving in with you. I'm just gonna break them with a hammer.
Tyson,
Yeah.
come to Texas. We'll get
Kayak aja SN aja udah kayak
I'm
ngetok.
gonna be on Shackle and fucking Chain.
That they would have to get over in comparison to Sentinels or in comparison
Kamu
to
nggak
who
main?
wins, period.
Main apa? Lagi nobar. Udah mulai.
Limits. Now, BAM, however, their journey here was not as clear cut. Definitely impressing everyone, however.
Langsung push
But,
bos.
well, they're going to be starting it off right now in the first pistol round here. And interesting statistic for you, Bren really lose the first pistol round a lot of the time. The last map, Haven, that was an outlier. We actually have a running tab on how many rounds Bren actually win, but so far I think their statistic is +4 in terms of overall wins here, and that's not a good statistic, especially when they play a lot of other teams who may be weaker than them in their current VCT. So still, we're going to head on over to A again, as it looks like Big Bam will re-aggress, and they will manage to somehow secure that A site off the back of Bren, giving it up, relinquishing it for those retakes here. Spike will finally be planted, and now we do begin in a 5v5.
It is going to be that TK fadeaway shot on Borkum as he just tries to get out of harm's way. There's going to be some shock darts being thrown by Crazy Guy just to keep them in tabs, but there comes the dash in from Dubstep, but there's just too many blinds. Wits, though, on the retaliate. That's going to leave them a little bit of a stretching mark. 2 versus 2. Two underneath on Hell here. And NTK has to hold firm. There's one more. Crazy Guy has to rush out. He's making a lot of noise. Spencer finally off the spike, and he gets off with his life, and Crazy Guy comes in clutch for BAM to take that pistol.
Ini dulu nih kalau saya.
Round yet again for BAM, and honestly, I feel like one of the reasons why a lot of the games for Bren just
kan Liquid udah nggak lolos kan,
so
Liquid. Apa ya tim besar nggak lolos TSM, Liquid nggak lolos
in the pistol round because that's still, you know,
Natik nggak lolos,
and
dari kita extend nggak lolos
in game. Where if you lose pistols, you basically lose for big rounds, especially if you go towards overtime.
That really does set the pace, right? Again, I think we've mentioned this before, that compared to other tactical shooters, and maybe it's most compared shooter with like CS, right? Valorant is very momentum based. With how short third rounds are, you really need to get everything and anything as a form of advantage for you. And Big Bam having themselves that first nice little round will give them a bit of solace. Nice little destruction onto the Sova drone there. Keeps at least Borkum, concealed, but not concealed enough as it gets scanned out by Big Bam. It's going to be another kill onto Wits as well, and Dubstep just going to be holding the alert here around the corner, the precipice of the smoke. The rest of Brent to come in for that response.
Crazy guy with a nice triple. This should secure the round here.
Ace?
Okay.
Ace?
Really going for those. 4 kills for him, and Crazy guy, he's already got Hunter's Fury up.
Scanning ahead.
Hunter's Fury.
Oh no.
Ace?
It's a little fun fact. And he's gonna get the Ace.
Diambil. Fuck NTK.
No
Come on. Come
NTK
on.
meaning no to kill. Oh.
Ace, man. Come on.
I don't think that's what it means, but we'll run with it for now.
There's so many possible meanings. Like, you know how he got that 3K a while ago? Nice try, kid. And then no to kill. What else?
How about we just ask him what?
We can probably do that.
Yeah, we could probably just ask NTK what it means.
Yeah, you know, if they win this and we get interview, that's the one interview question I'm going to ask you. What does NTK do?
If BAM. Oh no, Dubstep.
Oh, Dubstep's getting sucked in. Both of them getting sucked in by the gravity well. Okay, Borkum just charging out with the help of Dubstep, or in replacement of Dubstep there. That keeps them a little bit safer, and just out of nowhere, a leaping Trailblazer hunts down on mid. That's some distance leap for you.
Yeah, that's like some Olympics long jump stuff that we just saw from that Trailblazer, but still, they still have 5 full rifles on Bren. How are they gonna hold this defense right now? The orbs gonna be taken here, and they know. Have heard this.
Bit of cut noise for BAM. You did mention that there was a little bit heard, not big enough.
Okay.
It's 40 seconds on the clock. They need to start making some waves here. And Dwarf, he's jumping up. I'm wondering if he wants to get the orb there, but that will give them information or give them off. But it seems like the recon dart was the one that was thrown that spotted out their positioning. Now it's going to be Dispenser and the rest to just back away first. This is still the bonus round for BAM, and the perfect time for Brent to just
what happened?
Pass into the back of the site. Spencer's going to
Phantom. That is why you use Phantom.
That is why you use Phantom.
Walaupun kau pakai Phantom.
Not going to be too quick, and that's going to be Wits to finish off, and Brent with a point on
orang cuma enak aja lu.
It's a very good round right there from Bren. Staves off the bonus round, but still it was a little bit expensive. They lost 2 players, but I feel like they'll be able to
apa bang? Kenapa bang?
Reinvest into this round. No, it's not going to be very clean cut. They will be able to drop Wits. Okay, Wits I think has to go on that very shoddy half armor.
Of course, Sova pakai Ares lah, pakai Odin, you know.
Because he has to drop for Dispenser. A nice tap right there from Dubstep, but no escape on that one. Fully committing to the spray down. Trade was immediate, to say the least.
Wah, gila.
Racing is charging right in, but didn't use his ultimate, knowing that Dwarf was already on the fast lurk on short. Wit is gonna be just holding the fort here. The duelist Sky But is his positioning going to get flushed out? He's pushing forward. He wants to get a takedown here, which he does onto Red Neville. And the possibility onto the revive, which is not going to happen. Spencer is already on the big lurk, but they leave themselves with a bit of solace on this turret. Getting wide swung. He's gonna get spotted. Well, he already has, down to 55, and he still has the deal with the ability being thrown his way, both as that turret and shock.
Gak ada predik gua hari ini, kalau ada predik gua tuh Brand menang hari ini.
That he had to deal with the turret, the nano swarm,
Brand menang.
darts,
PRX boom. Kemarin sih gua prediknya PRX ya.
and 2 players from Big Bam. I mean, there's just no way.
Iya gitu ya, Bro. Enggak gitu.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, pas.
Feels bad.
I mean, it's
and that's why it's so hard to have like a Sova and Killjoy
kau pegang menang, pegang predik gua aja.
For that post plan.
Kalau mau cuan.
That if you haven't cleared utility earlier in the round, it just makes it so difficult. Great shot there from NTK to find wits.
One tap.
That is gonna start things off. Vash. Okay, he's gonna use his beloved Guardian. He's gonna be the hero buy.
No, I am not a weeaboo.
Keeping nobody close to pick up his weapon. Dorf is gonna find another crazy guy on the lurk as well, and the timing for Big Bam, it's much cleaner. GSKILL is gonna get spotted. He's gonna throw in
semua roster di situ semuanya
there, but that's not really gonna stop the B side.
Kayaknya predik lu bakal naik lagi nih, Bro. Yo, of course, man. Trust my prediction.
And it's gonna be left into the hands of Dubstep and GSKILL to clutch, but Dubstep really only has the sheriff. And we'll see if he can try to convert that in this 2v5.
The backstab.
Getting flanked right here by Dorf, and that should be enough to claim his scalp here as Dubstep will be swiftly dispatched and disposed of right there by NTK. 4-1 right now. Big Bam.
Bang, predik lu nggak salah, kemarin salah semua. Goblok salah semua. Salah satu kali. Lu nggak nonton ya, ketahuan lu Waffles.
In their map choice. This is not something that that is unexpected. Everybody expected Bam to.
Ini crazy guy dulu di Revolution Vietnam bukan sih? Iya benar.
Would be an upset if
Bram
stole this game away from Bam. But still, Brand Esports, they're looking to it. Operator does finally come out for Dubstep. GSKILL and Dispenser have their ultimates available. It's a very good round here for Big Bam and Crazy Guy. He's already Crazy Guy.
Ini lu pakai OEP, lu kontrol elemen udah paling enak, guys. You know? Udah paling enak dah ini.
Smoke's being thrown the way of Dubstep.
Kontrol elemen kayak gini.
And he's gonna get smoked out slightly. All these speak from NTK is gonna be huge.
Karena mau nggak mau, kalau misalnya ngomong AWP, lu dapat satu, lu pakai jet ya, lu dapat satu, lu keluar gitu.
Dubstep still do have a position here. Nice little lockdown on the A side itself, but not really any trade to come off from either side. With this operator, they can take such a slow pace, and as long as Dubstep's vision is not blocked, this is going to be so difficult. He had a face-to-face with Red Neville there. GSKILL is going to activate the ultimate, but he's spitting out facts on mid, but there's nothing really there except for maybe just Crazy Guy and Pina or Dorf, who are already in the main area.
Oh, kenapa dia tiba-tiba ultimate? Bagaimana proses dia baru?
Dorf is gonna be activating that lockdown. GSKILL, is he gonna try and go for the peek? Yes, he does. Can maybe get a chance to destroy that ultimate. Looks like that's gonna be a no. Red Neville has already revived his teammate. Gonna be charging in.
Dispenser?
GSKILL is to the back of the side, and Dispenser, yeah, he's a pretty easy pinata for Pina. Dorf's gonna have to back away. Down and wins as well as Dubstep simultaneously knocked off of the game, and that's gonna be Red Neville to put a final pin in that particular round. 5-1, and Big Bam, they come up huge in that round. GSKILL looks like he was just about to rummage through the rest of them on B main, but he got quickly dispatched just before he could find that huge impact play that he was looking for.
Berarti pakai bahasa Inggris kalau misalnya iya.
Just and just like we said earlier, just a very expensive round here from Red. An operator gone, a lot of ultimates gone, expended in that one. And Brent take a big loss on that. It's just nothing is really working right now for Brent, and they don't look very confident or comfortable here on Ascent here. Meanwhile, Big Bam. They're very happy to just play all the way back. Dubstep with a nice fade away. No way you can punish that. That is absolutely Red Neville left scratching his head after that play from Dubstep.
Dubstep still holding a close angle here to double down with the whips. If they're not careful, this is going to be a perfect crossfire by the Bren duo. Seems like a Big Bam will respect that.
Iya kan lebih gede. Tapi rada nge-lag sih ini. Saya nggak tahu deh. Nge-lag ya.
Crazy guy. No more Sova drone though, so they can't really try to clear out these.
Udah lama ini kali ya.
Dubstep thankfully enough hasn't really.
Ya ntar. Nah tadi masih ada tulisan updating gitu sih.
Some form of rotation from mid all the way.
Dibanding HP gue bacanya kecil banget tuh.
Straight at him. As you mentioned, there's not really much weapons.
Masih ada satu lagi kok gue ngecas lagi nih.
Are lethal with the pistol. We saw on Haven, they can hit those thrifty buys and Dispenser. It seems like it was supposed to be the 1v3, but he had his buddy with the turret.
Boom lagi, Bamnya satu.
But it's a 5v3.
Halo Bang Rio, welcome back again.
Somewhere on mid, they can try to pick it up, they can try to reclaim it and use it for this retake. This is really difficult, and with that wall being thrown by Pina, this has put Crazy Guy in an island. He has to back away first because he could get swarmed.
I don't think they can recover the rifle.
It's fresh. New
especially
dispenser.
one being in B main. Oh, Dubstep misses that opportunity. Crazy Guy holding strong, holding firm. They're trying to play around this. This Dispenser has managed to finally find him, but he's got two players to deal with still onto the site. Does have a rifle in his hands and
not
really a lot of
exit fragging.
Should be just here to make it expensive as he can. As he finds one, keeps the economy of Big Bam.
Kemarin scrim hasil gimana
dong? In a 6-1 scoreline.
Okay, guys.
Big Bam taking charge in a very convincing way. Crazy Guy 12-2. Look at that, 12-2 for Crazy Guy. An amazing run from this Sova main.
Crazy Guy, yeah, Crazy Guy is good, man.
Even the most difficult of scenarios with him still getting 2 kills off of that, because even if his opponents were just on the pistols, the amount of
karambir buff kah pada pakai karambir?
Angles that he had to try to look at
gua nggak tahu deh pakai karambir, gua nggak bisa dah, kayak nggak dapat feelingnya.
Restrictive or
sudah subscribe, thank you for subscribe, man, welcome.
And he still wiggled out a nice win and was able to gravitate 3 members of Brent towards him, which did leave the ones at the back of the site to deal with lesser members as they were trying to get the postman in their favor. And Big Bam has forced Bren to go straight into this tactical timeout. This was a really good step in the direction for Bren, for Big Bam rather. And they have so much money to just throw towards Bren if ever they need to. And this is looking pretty good. Big Bam's reads have also been on point.
Orang-orang lah ya Bam Crow, enggak. Crazy Guy doang. Gue tau Crazy Guy, Dorf. Saya nggak tahu deh kalau misalkan tim dia kata.
Not only are they winning their duels, they're keeping their ecos clean.
Welcome.
They're, being able
Tanggapan tim India, pernah scrim bareng India kah?
And it seems like Bren Esports
I guess they are okay.
To address that just yet. Perhaps with a little bit more aggressive play. Perhaps with a little bit more map control towards mid. It's difficult to say. But what I do know for certain is that
belum kelar match-nya.
Big Bam are just coming into this map with
harusnya Phantom sih.
they lost the
first
map.
Ya.
They have that momentum building up in their side right now. They've got their full force right now, ready to go. And Bren they just have
dia udah nyaman sama role-nya kak.
Everything
Pergerak movement-nya di map, role-nya gitu udah nyaman. Jadi dia tahu dia harus ngapain. Gue juga nggak tahu siapa idealnya Bam.
Big Bam, they've again kind of just went silent. Witt's still going to be able to spot a few. I don't think he was able to spot the spike, but as time is ticking and there's not really a lot more utility, this could be something. Gravity Well has been used once more. That's going to be by Red Neville, and Borgum converts. That's going to be a possibility for him. But Ina, holding at the back, has to go plant the spike now, but Dubstep has to scan. He can't scan quickly enough to spot out NTK, leaving only Jesse Bash for this clutch
kalau beli
scenario.
Soundcard buat Elven dulu gitu, harus beli mic external.
Bash doesn't really have anything anymore.
Sebenarnya bisa aja pakai earphone, cuma suaranya nggak sebagus lu pakai mic external.
Was he already with an op at the start of this game? I didn't even notice that.
Left hand boardku maybe.
There was an op at the start of this round.
Maybe.
And
Crazy guy itu orang gila ya bang, iya benar. Nggak salah lu.
Cool, huh?
Yeah. Again,
Ongkro kata-kata ya tim EXO India itu paling jago.
Yeah,
so I was already expecting it.
EXO.
For those of you guys who don't know who Crazy Kid is, I'm sorry, Crazy
EXO
Guy.
siapa ya?
Crazy Guy is
Bro,
one
kapan
of
dari
the
JBL
best
di giveaway? Nggak bakal
Vietnamese
giveaway
snipers back in
JBL
CS
cuy.
space.
Mousepad doang, headset nggak bakal gue giveaway.
And now that he's transitioning towards, that he has successfully transitioned here into Valorant, has been one of, he hasn't really been getting to play much off, but he's still very comfortable on it, as you can see.
Mati deh. Mati.
Pushes just
Dapat
from Red, they're just not working, man. They're just not. They try this aggression towards A every round, but Bama's so happy to give it up or contest it, and they win every single time.
It's crazy to kind of point it out, right? Point out
Mereka
the fact
selalu
with
early
Crazy Guy, 'cause
tapi kecolong dia.
he's also from a team called Sky Red back in the day, where he was invited to DreamHack EU.
Ulti pasti gak banget.
And that he was like getting like positive kills over
kill banget tuh
screens.
dispenser.
That's saying something for Crazy Guy. Anyways, there was a nice double peek out there from Bren. They kind of made it a little bit expensive from Torf, but Crazy Guy, he's doing the same thing that Dubstep does.
Aja,
but
Wits jangan alay.
Quite enticing. Still, Wits does have a really good weapon. But Dubstep comes in
AWP
with
nih.
the big flag. He didn't even
175
notice
sih.
that. He just
Mereka menang
jumped up,
thrifty,
and
which is good.
everybody was looking the opposite direction. Bren, they can have 50 rounds, and this is a team that can
Roko
always
bisa kalah. Gue
find
nggak nonton cuy.
success
Gue tidur
with
kemarin.
those
Semalam
weaker
langsung
buys.
tidur. Gue nggak nonton.
7-2. What?
I'm gobsmacked. That was out of nowhere. Yeah, exactly.
Just hate it when people are just like,
serapnya.
that's the only thing to say to you. But
yeah, Dad.
Three rounds left in this half. Dad, where have you been? 3 rounds left in this half.
Dorf agak padahal 9 tajam ya Dorf ya.
Big Bam, they are very much in charge here. Large and in charge. They're the Big Bam. Boom. Dubstep, he's been trying to get these picks. And this is where it starts to get a little bit worrying because
gila.
Oh my god, he goes for that jump peek. That's disgusting.
Jump
No way.
What a shot, Wits.
No way. What on earth? That works?
Gila. Udah keluar di kedua one di burst mati anjir.
If you're a jet that has a dash, your propensity to try to make the
makan mie ayam.
riskier shots, just keep pulling that trigger off. Borgham's going to be hiding in the smoke, and the Spencer again just in his tiny
Crazy Guy masih maksa AWP ya pakai sofa ya.
That's all that he really needs. Crazy Guy converting with the operator, and that was huge with the recon once more. 30 seconds though. He can try to pick up another weapon, but he's going to try to deal with one first. Nobody actually flanking hard from behind him. It's just Dubstep waiting for maybe the rotation. So if he can isolate, this is a 2 versus 1 on the A site, but Dubstep is so near him. He's just waiting for a chance. But Jesse Bash just raises hard with the
Apple.
2 more for Brandy Sports to bring us to 75. A 75 scoreline would be respectable. Actually,
padahal Crazy Guy lagi tajam banget. Rifle-nya ngapain pakai AWP?
They just want to avoid a 9-3 here.
Why?
Actually, no, I take that back. I think Bren want a 7-5 because they'll probably lose the pistol. It's just the way of the world, man. It's just the way that things are. But, Bren have been trying to improve those pistols. And,
yeah.
Look at this, though. Big Bam, 4 big ultimates on their side.
How dare Borgam have the
Ketahuan dong di drone kan
not have it fully upgraded?
Does he not have it fully upgraded? I didn't see.
It's a broken blade.
Some people like that aesthetic,
Yeah. Even with the Prime dagger.
Oh, NTK, he's getting caught off here. Dispenser is alive, and that's a hold and a half here. Ultimates are
flawless,
not
75, Lacazette.
Able to make a flawless, alright, and they're making things interesting here.
Duitnya hancur harusnya sekarang.
Start running away with this game.
harusnya hancur gitu
But now Bren,
dia udah pakai beli 2 AWP in a row.
After a
rounds in a
flawless
row.
round like
Kalah.
that, That just boosts their confidence so much more here into this game.
Masih bisa
And the denial of that cosmic divide as well. It's a very good pickup to have. Still 4 ultimates on Big Bam though, because they still have the lockdown, the Hunter's Fury.
Ini nomor sama gue enggak. Gue nobar sampai
importantly as well, the res, they're gonna see what they can do with it here, but Dubstep looking for yet again another engagement here towards B main. Nobody really jump. He's looking up.
Dia ready jet.
Wondering if anybody will jump peak.
Dia ready jet loncat tuh crosser placementnya.
Not right now.
Just about threw out a recon dart towards A main. I'm pretty sure that was towards A main. That's gonna spot them maybe later on.
Rekonnya kemana cuy?
There is nobody holding the A side. This is perfect for Bam to just strike in, strike fast.
Nggak ada rekonnya.
Because they don't have the information as to where
Ini ke Berlin tahu gua.
is, you don't want to pull the trigger. And they've already gotten a taste of that. We'll just play passive and wait for you.
Super fast pick dulu gara-gara ketarik.
Kenceng banget. What a shot! Through the gravity well. Gets sucked in. This is gonna be the close on the door, but Pina and Red Neville, they gotta come big. NTK is back on the board. That's gonna be at least a little bit more of a retaliation here for Big Bam on their post plan, but they gotta run now because, yep, there is going to be that lockdown. Pina trying to run for his life. Red Neville as well as the other healthier player, NTK, is gonna be close contact. Dubstep gets a 4K already, and he just demolishes the rest. I didn't even see how.
Yeah, we barely saw that. That was all in the blink of an eye. Just so quick, we couldn't even pick.
Tiba-tiba semua hilang aja.
Kind of like how you know how in Dragon Ball they fight so fast that you can't.
Prediksi gue benar.
How was that? That's
what that was. T-shirtnya brand attackernya.
Weeb.
You're the one who mentioned it.
Yeah, but you got the ref right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Harus menang pistoron sih.
So was the Weaver. The Weaver of us. Oh, happy days. 7-5, second half, and Bren needed as many rounds as possible on that first half, especially when they were slipping away a little bit. And as you mentioned, pistol round never really goes the way of Bren in most scenarios. But we'll see if they can have a perfect record in these 2 games. They already got the pistol in the first game. We'll see if they can get another one.
Yes.
As a quick pull and trigger once again. Recon darts will be spotting on Red Neville, but thankfully enough, a wall is there just to keep them in their tracks. He's going to be backing away. Don't think he has a slow orb anymore. But you know what? They have their own human slow orb, and that is NTK popping shots through heaven. Spencer's just going to be looking hard, maybe giving some options for Bren to try to work their magic through B. But those are some really good stuff to start off here for Big Bam on their defense.
Dispenser is looking mighty fine right now. He's able to get a couple of shots in and a lot of map control towards B main. It's a good read right now. And that's a good fake to make. Just the footsteps to leave there. Then they're gonna double back on it. There's only 2 players here standing for Big Bam.
B, Sadden B.
In a big way. That's a smoke.
Si Chong tinggal ready recon.
And that's gonna be it. Hit towards that side here. Dorf. Completely flashed. No way he gets shot. Nothing he can do about that. Just hold back and wait. It's gonna be a 4v4.
Still winnable buat Bam sih ini mah. 2 low kan. Tiba-tiba 1 flash.
Looking incredible, to be honest. They have everything that they need, and they don't even have to like run around or run away. What's gonna get spotted by that recon dart?
Nice.
It's gonna be the first contact for Crazy Guy, and Dubstep's down to 2, but this Nano Swarm is just setting them up for disaster.
Classic jump classic burst of course.
This bad situation, that's gonna be a big fat no as Big Bam gets denied, and Bren, they won their second pistol. It's looking pretty fantastic here, and they're looking with these rounds with a good economic stance.
They're so 50-50 on their pistols. Okay, at least now it's like Bren lose pistols 100%. Now it's kind of like 50-50. So it's getting there, you know, it's getting there. I do want to point out that turret was just such a big problem.
Frenzy udah paling sampah pistol di Valorant tuh. Tinggal run and gun, ada yang bisa kena kepala.
And they couldn't deal with the turret, especially on a pistol round. It's one of the most annoying things in the game to deal with that Killjoy turret.
It's an unfortunate turn of events here. But no, BAM, they will have to try to
It's a good start.
make
Bram menang
something
pistol
out
round.
of nothing with this pistol. Bren is taking
Harusnya
a very
lu kalau
slow
menang
pace
pistol round
into
saya
this. You
otomatis
think
lu
they
menang
just
2
try to
round
just
sih.
charge in onto short there, get that
Yeah.
forward control, but they're taking
It's a
this
free 2 round.
as creepily
Kecuali
as
ada
possible. Not
classic
creepy way,
moment.
but more of like they're just creeping up.
Numbers gak jelas.
I don't know how to go about that. Witz has already spotted NTK. You could just try to mark him and not let him escape on pizza, but oh no, the timing on Red Neville.
Oh,
that is just unfortunate.
Mana pelan sih ini?
Again, it is the
Oh,
eco round
kelihatan
here,
pas lagi mundur.
but okay. Pina's gonna be mad about that. Yeah, he's just hanging out in the smoke.
Karena banyak yang menang pistol langsung beli Vandal Phantom ya. Kayak kebanyakan duelis sih yang main gitu. Kebanyakan duelis yang beli.
7-6 is where we find
Apalagi Reina,
ourselves.
udah pasti gitu.
Jesse Vash has picked up a Spectre. Did he just pick one up off the floor, or did he trade with someone? I think he traded with someone, didn't he?
Yeah, I think
I think so too. Yeah, but because he wants to go in.
Wah.
Push and a flash and
Fake
a
smoke,
breakdown
fake
right
flash.
there.
Apa? Fake smoke langsung di pump flash.
They're even gonna catch off Dorf, looking completely the wrong way. 7-7. We've got a tie yet again, and it's a comeback situation yet again for Bren. How many times
That was smooth.
have we seen comebacks in this
Di
tournament?
fake smoke langsung di
How many
flash.
times?
Siapa yang expect?
A few times.
Quite a few.
Nah ini the real roundnya.
There were a
Man, you
lot
put
of
me on the spot
How
there,
did you
man.
get that in there? How did he get that nano swarm in there? Is that
Yeah, sometimes you just have to jam it in, you know. I mean the nano swarm, dude. You gotta find the nice little
Casternya
line.
ngomong apa nih? Gak jelas.
okay? As long as you can break it, it's all good. But Red Neville,
Langsung komen A kah?
he's gonna get spotted out, and that's gonna be
Masih
the wall
4A, 1B.
decimated, melted away here. Dubstep will get
Dia tahu ada 2A,
a little bit of a peek
Saga
there onto
Mastra.
that A side, and they've actually committed 4 bodies. So
Dan kemungkinan bakal ada rotasi karena mereka bikin suara.
towards that A on the
Harusnya ya.
side of BAM, and they're gonna be cheating away another player. It's gonna rotate that
Lihat kalau mau push aja rapi
guy all
serapnya.
the way there towards mid,
Yeah.
just to help bolster the potential defense.
Main tuh harus segitu ada serap-serapnya.
Needing very soon, as Dorf is the only one remaining onto that site for now. But with a mid
Si Dubstep udah gonna dash
they
besar
can
sih.
still work those angles. They can still play
Nah, nih,
that
sekarang Crazy
defense.
juga main di side.
They're gonna be burying themselves.
Bunyi di
back
backside
at
kayaknya.
that site here. A crossfire
Ready
now
recon.
set up by BAM. Can Bren break through it?
The util is just on B main towards lane.
Oh, they
Nothing
managed to
really.
fake the rotate. They managed to
sakit
fake
tuh.
the rotate. Look at that. Dorf. That fake was so good right there, but Crazy Guy, a great shock dart to find. But
What?
that's going to be the site in their possession regardless.
Semuanya low
They
sih.
covered
Aduh,
both
Witsnya mati lagi
lines
nggak
there,
healing.
But with Wits being dead, out of the picture.
Lagi
no way to
VCT
kill
kalau habis
Dubstep
buff
and
baru
Dorf
kena
with
penalti.
like
Iya.
24 HP
Yes.
cumulatively.
Hari-hari
And this is
top
going to be a
yes.
tough hole, if anything, right now. Dispenser,
Udah,
he's
guys.
one of the only players who
Oh,
still have
pantesan ya orang udah di sini.
dropped to 69.
Iya, langsung nonton.
Pretty nice for
Udah,
now.
udah.
It's going to be
Udah.
Dorf to look to entry here. He's gonna get the first.
Senyum-senyum pagi gitu kan.
Get the
Oh,
spot
damn.
right there towards the back, but Dubstep with 21 cannot do it. A great fake, but can't convert.
Lihat matahari dulu. Lihat matahari dulu.
I have
Kayak
no
Oh, lihat
idea how
matahari.
Crazy Guy
Via YouTube.
was
This is
able
my
to convert
sunshine.
that kill with the shock dart. That was
I
out
didn't see
of
where it
nowhere.
landed. Yeah. Where
Yeah.
was it?
Your Sunshine ya.
Wah,
It was
87.
all the way through B main. I think
My
like,
voice
entrance to B
still
main. He got that one.
Was it a double shot?
What
Or just
the
the one
fuck?
shot there?
I think just the
Your
one, and then
sunshine,
maybe
your
some pop
sunshine.
shots through somebody from
Shine like
from
Mama
Spawn,
Lemon.
CT.
Like Mama
So,
Lemon.
that's
Ayo,
something.
cuci piring dong.
That's gonna at least
Aku beli order.
keep the lead slightly, very slightly in the favor of Big Ben. By that I mean because Bren have full markers to just buy aggressive. Dubstep not even gonna go for the cheaper route and use the blades. He's gonna go
Alik again ya,
full
tahu-tahu aja
baller
guys
on
ya.
this and buy phantoms with the rest of the squad, which is just gonna be you looking
Biasa, Agis mah kalau
to
pagi
get himself that quick little dart or
a
short
shot.
dart. But NTK Nitty and Gritty survives. Thankfully enough, Red Neville will be there to bump him up to 64.
Lucu.
That's going to be fine. And Bren, they do not have a revival in this. 4v5 for the rest of the round.
No way to get him up after quick flurry. I mean, a quick sequence of shots right there from NTK. Just a nice tap. Dubstep actually got him very, very low, but in the end, it's not going to matter here. But Wits looking to go for this timing. He's definitely got the angle on Red Neville. Has a flash.
What the fuck just happened?
Again, NTK sitting pretty low, and Dispenser's found a double here on the lurk. Catches them in rotation, and that's the B side completely secure.
Kalau Plu gimana? Kalau Plu
to go and make the rotate, they made this round from a 4v5 into a 4v2. Quick kills here.
Not my type.
Brent, they generally don't make mistakes at this side at this time. They're usually able to convert things like this, especially when you give them a lead. It might be worthwhile considering saving at this point here if you were BAM. I think that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Ya, ada deh.
Just not a lot of money in the bank for BAM here, especially after the couple of losses that they've been taking previously, and they're gonna have to save these two and keep them alive. Now Bren knows this. Bren knows that the money
kalau masa
for
nggak
BAM
enak
isn't
kuasaan
exactly in
kompornya
the best
goblok.
place, while they have a little bit of cash to spare. So they're going to be going ahead and trying to hunt for those two remaining kills here as they manage to turn this around. Okay, the recon dart is going to keep things relatively interesting as it doesn't really spot anyone. But there's an inkling. Now they know. They now know that they're holding a little bit together here towards A main, but can they line the shots up?
Borkum nih.
Brent to be able to pull that back. That was looking a little bit risky for them. Crazy guy looking into the KDAs real quick. 17 kills on the top, while Brent, I think it's much more equally distributed. Dispenser as well as Dubstep, 14 kills apiece. And, you know, again, Dispenser, since he's been put on this Sentinel role, haven't really seen him like explode with highlights like what you saw way back.
Prefer Alik apa NG?
He does have his moments in the sun, but more so than not, his consistency has been his greatest trait, and Dubstep's greatest trait is these entry frags. Get out of nowhere, jumping up like that, and still converting with the blades in front of an opposition.
That is payback onto NTK. A little bit of poetic justice for that last tap that NTK gave to him in the previous round here. And these guys are going at it, man. These two duelists, they want a war, because right now it's just NTK versus Dubstep. That's the matchup that we're just starting to see. In the first game, it was all Dubstep show. Now NTK is starting to show up, but Dubstep, he does not want to lose. He's just charging for the meantime, though, as they now gather and create this amalgam of their forces here towards A site. They will congregate here towards that short area as well. And another entry. Dubstep! What are you doing? That's a trade-off, though. It's Dispenser for 1. Jesse Vash to find another kill, leaving Crazy Guy all alone in a 1v4.
Sekarang game lah.
Well, they know where Crazy Guy is going to be coming from. Jesse Vash has been hit, but that is just a consolation to say at the least. Crazy Guy's got to try to convert this, but there's just too many opponents and everybody vying for his life. Bren has taken the lead in terms of the rounds once again, and Dubstep, as you mentioned, I mean, yeah, he was not able to get the kill on Red Neville, but the big thing
cari IG-nya Oning Mid Pro nanti. Pro tau skandalnya mantan B Action nggak? Siapa mantan B Action? Lo tau B Action waktu gua masih di CS? Ya sekarang gua nggak tahu cuy.
Just open everything
Karena gua bodo amat sama
in that transition. Everybody was just looking at Dubstep, and he was gravitating all eyes on him, which led to the rest, the 4 other members of Bren, just do what they do best. Follow up and secure the site.
Oh, that is his turn, but he loses his time. When it's a swing and a miss right there, Dubstep is able to get alive, survive for now. Good try there for NTK. This duelist is all I could have ever wanted in this matchup right now, dude. NTK, one of the best in Vietnam, but he's losing right now. Dubstep, who's showing him the ropes. A triple kill for Dubstep as he's secured another round for Bren.
Gua juga kena.
A very, very decisive lead right now.
Klik kanan only works
Two
for
rounds
Korean.
ahead,
Klik kanan
and
jet.
Bren
Bisa main.
clawed their way back from an abysmal first half.
Jesse Bash and Borkum have yet to hit that double-digit kill marker. But
Ya, gua dapat
in
sini.
this type of scenario, in this type of situation, it's not really a bad thing. It just means that they're not put in a position where BAM
Nggak tahu gua. Udah
forces them
diomongin.
to try to go for these aggressive clutches. And they've been just supporting, throwing out utility, and opening or helping take the sites in general. Well, that full nose, NTK is going to be into the corner.
Nice.
Dashes away, but not enough into the
Lagi terbang anjir.
dubstep.
What the fuck just happened?
Man unleashed.
Oh my god.
And he is looking for
What
another
the
door. He's gonna back away
what?
here. He's gonna get pincered in by Dispenser, but still able
Wait,
to
come on, please
translate
don't throw this.
so quick and
Nice.
just barely threads
Dia
the
tahu lah
needle.
secet
Dorf
itu.
now has to go back. Knows that one is already on market.
Oh, if you get
He
hit by
has
this
the
dog, he's
trailblazer,
dead.
goes around it. He's good, but
What a flick.
flick.
1 HP
Wicks
flick.
with 1 HP.
And one is all he needs, Asarai.
the
One is
fuck
all
was
he
that?
needs. He got triple kill. I thought he was gonna get killed off by the dog right there, but at the
Iya,
same
itu padahal
time,
nggak
the
tolong.
Trailblazer just not landing. 11 to 8, Big Bam again will be on an eco. This is the chance for Bren to put
Bren,
Big
sesuai
Bam
prediksi gua.
in a very, very bad spot.
Masih nggak percaya
Not
prediksi
the
gua.
nail in the coffin just yet.
Cuan,
Bren
bos.
should secure map
Cuan.
point off of this, but after that, Bam will have.
Profesi rakitan 5 jutaan buat
That's
Manfalo
not
udah
a lot
enak
of
nggak?
rounds
Enggak.
that separates them, but it might be enough for Bren to secure because as time goes by, this is something that I think both Bam and Bren are known to do. They wake up. They wake up. Game number 2, they are starting to keep things up. But Bren looking like they're just a little bit hotter.
71 to 811 all camera possible in this game. It's true. Udah bilang.
Such an advantage here. Bam
Bren.
can only manage this bit of a scrappy buy.
Nggak perlu prediksi, perlunya sistem
Bren,
PCT
all
SEA.
they
Ya,
have to do now is just
cekuat.
wait just a moment.
Ya, tahun depan ya, tahun depan ya.
Have that
Amin.
issue where
Amin.
sometimes they're a bit too eager to go for that initial peak.
Halo
as what
bang,
we saw, I
halo
think, with
Hui.
Superlight
Oh, Hui,
and
what's up Hui?
Bren.
Apa
And to be honest,
belum
Bren's like
moderator ya?
just crossing out Vietnamese teams in the playoffs, if you think about that. Anyways, though, Red Neville's gonna get spotted. NTK is gonna be in the close corner. His right click not really fatal. Yeah, sometimes it do be like that, and that is gonna allow
Come
Bren
on,
to just
come on.
rush into the side. But hold that thought.
Tahun
Pina
depan
as
katanya mau
well
main
as a
DND.
Red
Iya
Neville
benar.
here to
Mat, amin.
counter, but
Amin.
they've escaped. They're just gonna call for it to be a rotation.
Oke. It's a bit.
Psych.
Ultinya butuh cross placement juga,
Double psych.
butuh dong.
Double side. It's going to be
Butuh
as they
banget.
now start this rotate. Dubstep never gonna miss that shot right there. Too crispy, too clean, and they're gonna secure this B side completely for free.
Of course lu mau crosser placement tuh harus penting banget buat apapun, buat senjata apapun. Crosser placement tuh bukan berarti buat senjata, buat emang crosser placement buat lu ngebunuh orang,
Might have not.
lu dapat kill
Twitch
lu.
was speaking out for a second, but I guess
Crosser placement tuh paling penting buat confirm kill lu.
Right now, maybe he's
Hey,
looking at
real
his
quick
minimap.
question, Asarai.
Lu harus tahu movement speednya, cara orang nge-swing, dan lu itu crosser placement bisa dibilang gak mau game sense. Lu bakal predict dia bakal nge-swing atau nge-walk doang gitu. Lu kalau misalnya misalnya game sense lu kayak predict dia bakal nge-swing, crosser placement tuh udah ready dia nge-swing gitu.
And I can
Jaraknya bukan di tembok kayak lu crosser di sini ya, crosser di sini gitu.
I might try purple, but 12 to 8.
Itu pentingnya crosser placement di game ini.
Match point. This is their chance to put the nail on the coffin, the lid.
Buat lu ready gitu
The
loh.
lid, Patrick, the lid on this game.
Dibanding lu crosshair placement lu nggak ready gimana segala macem, lu
How many first bloods
jatuhnya
does this
lu
man
depend nama main hoki-hokian, keuntungan lu, flick lu gitu. Which is ya, I think it works on rank.
Path, a man, as you said, unchained.
No.
As NTK catches off Dispenser trying to go for that look there towards mid. Now they also have a flank coming up right here from Dorf. He's gonna go all the way around towards Spine. So Brett, fast right now.
Tergantung.
Actually, Dorf is
Nggak tahu
gonna
sih.
double back. Gonna double check mid here a little bit.
Ada orang yang nahan, ada orang yang ngetet.
Going to look to go for this entry right now in
Jadi
this.
game cuma aim doang bang. Enggak lah, pakai otak lah mainnya.
Seekers will be deployed here as they
Sama otak lu,
do come in to
penting.
the site.
Pengalaman.
Nobody's really budging just yet. They finally decide to go for it. It's actually Dubstep to play a little bit back. The door has yet to be closed off. Pina just behind the screen.
Oh, this is gonna be a rather difficult retake now, isn't it? They have
Guilty
everything that they need.
defender.
There's gonna be the lockdown used by Dorf. That's gonna be something. Crazy guy. He knows that somebody could be creeping up on Tetris there, so he just waits for a moment. But
oh my god,
about to hit a double kill if they're not careful. He only gets a singular. Throwing out the wall immediately. He get a containment on one, but Dubstep is waiting for the edge, but not gonna be able to get more than that. And as you mentioned, they did not hear it because of the one fact. That wall muffles.
Ya kedengaran mungkin through dia ini.
That was a great
Kenapa kalau mau nge-aim kepala temen lebih gampang ya?
There from Bam, just when you think things are starting to get a little too scary, but the money's not that good onto Bren. Look at that. They are on 3 rounds apart, and Pina is sitting at for Bam. Pina is sitting at a Bulldog. So despite the fact that they won that round pretty convincingly, it's still Bren with an economical advantage coming into this one. But they do have NTK.
Kalau ulti Brimstone butuh cross replacement nggak, bro?
Peeking out right now. But they know that NTK likes to play this angle here in mid.
Cara ngelatih aim gimana, bro? Ada kok beberapa kontennya.
Facing off head to head towards mid. Who's gonna emerge victorious? Nobody
bisa
really
membantu ya.
for now, and it looks like it's gonna be a little bit of a bait and switch.
Temen lu lagi tryhard di channel sebelah. Siapa tryhard?
Perfectly Dorf being the bait for NTK and claims the scalpel, smarting him in this one instead of out-aiming him.
So plenty of chances here for Bren. They've got so many rounds. The economy is in the best shape that they can actually have it on. They've rotated back. They've lost dubs a little bit, so the pace slightly slower. Spencer's gonna be looking for some scans. Almost gets decapitated by Dorf, but luckily enough was not get hit at all. He's still 150. With the rest of Ren looking right behind him, they could be just looking at a cosmic divide, separate the entirety of the site, and then close in on Dorf and Crazy Guy. And this is it. They pull the trigger. Here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Commitment right now. Bren, they've got a couple of flashes in. They're definitely stunned and rocked right now, but they're at the same time, Bren is stifled. They cannot get onto this site. The has been deployed, but still with only 14 seconds left and 2 players on the backside to dispatch of. It doesn't look like it as NTK with 3. Doesn't get more than that here, but it's gonna be Wit to allow his team to get that plant just in the nick of time. 2v2, and they've had to go for an awkward plant. But can they actually get out of this situation as Witty goes down and Bam hang on for one more round? That is 10-12 scoreline here. Bam keeping the dream alive. These squads, they want to hang on in this upper bracket.
Let's see. Kalau betting di game itu nggak apa-apa kan? Nggak tahu gua. Itu terserah kalian.
He was whiffing. I think the last blade was the thing that was the hit that reset his ultimate because
took a minute.
Tactical time on owner, Brand. Yes, true.
They're all right. They're all right.
Kenapa ya tadi?
They do have the money, but they want to close this game out. They want to close the last round for this series win, and that's why they call tactical. And again, always a smart decision. As you mentioned, Bam not really at the
lagi sibuk ya.
best shape in terms.
Agen nggak bisa kompel lah, lagi sibuk gimana?
He does go and pick himself up an operator. And he can't hit those shots. And now in a sense, I think he does have the impact practice that can really be taken and converted properly to win.
Bani ko Hybe, Dustin Chole, Severin May, artinya juara butuh penyemangat kro.
That's one of the things that's so interesting here about. Wait, is this tactical timeout?
Yes.
Yeah, kayak Tens ada si KD.
Okay. Maybe
kan?
they didn't use.
Di dapur ada si siapa tuh?
It doubled up.
You know?
No. Okay, but again, I think a lot of it has to deal with how Bren are going to approach this round. They have 2 ultimates, the Seekers. And
goblok.
What I like about these two in conjunction
is
that if anybody has managed to sneak place in the lockdown that you haven't really checked, that's what the Seekers are for, and so it's gonna allow them actually a perfect take onto site. There's no ultimate for Bam. This is a very, very good plan. Start for Bren on this half. I mean, in this potential last round. That's a good tag.
Dia
As
menantang
well. They have
AWP-nya ya.
information
3 loh.
They've given up market right now, sure, but what can they do off of it? They know Dubstep is here.
Dia harusnya tahu ada sofa gak sih?
They have options, and that's what's important. They're going to start that lockdown right there. Could it get destroyed?
Nope.
It's actually not going to get destroyed. Still stays up right there. That could be a problem here. NTK is going to get one pick off. The Seeker is going to come through right now. This allows him to get onto site. Dubstep looking to push the envelope, and he was going to line up one more before he goes and dashes away. Could have been a big round for him, but that's all he wrote for now. Still, a 4v4 to come in, and they're going to get that spike planted down. Just a little bit of patience now being displayed here by Big Bam. They're going to want to take their time on this retake.
They will be.
Lebih jago ngegombal Crow
Again,
atau Ages nih guys. Ya Ages lah masa gua mah gak pernah.
Nobody's on B main. Everybody's on the B side itself, but Witz is on the first. That's gonna be expending him.
What just happened? Retake, come on.
Borkum to remain. They double stacked up on stairs. They're backing away. This gravity well keeps it contained for now, but the trace is positive, and Borkum is hiding, containing, anchoring for Dubstep to get that clutch, but it's not gonna happen. And Bam
Dubstep sama Crow ini pemain brand.
still live. And they need just a teeny tiny one more round to push it to another overtime.
Are we going to another overtime, Masarai? I mean, okay, wait, no, I don't want to jinx it. I would like to go to another overtime, but I don't want to curse it, and so I'm not going to say it out loud, although I just did.
Yeah,
shoot, I just blew it.
That's not how you. That's not how you.
Oh, tebakan predigo Crow. Nggak tahu nih. Oke, Ali cantik
Of a jinx, bro.
Yeah,
Alik lucu.
How does one get out of it? I don't have any Hagsbane or anything like that. Okay. Just
lucu banget ya.
Dubstep now. The dubstep coming.
Ya sebelah gua sih bilangnya lucu banget.
For Dubstep.
Belum panik gua. I stay strong with my prediction.
In the previous map, in Haven, Dubstep got a lot of entries with that operator. And so that is going to be a very crucial thing here in this one. Can he recreate that success here? It's a little bit more difficult on Ascent, but it should still very well be possible. Now, Crazy Guy with 6 HP, he's going to go and get topped off right there by the Sage. It's not the best heal in the world anymore. He's probably going to be at 68 or something like that. 66 to be specific.
Ya, dia ada di live-nya Alex sebelahmu, Bro.
It's a little bit weird that the dedicated healer in this game
gas sih, Bro.
I think they should
gas. Pala, gas. Mulu.
A little bit.
Ada cewek gas. Kadal kalian semua.
Feels bad, bro. It feels bad as a Sage.
Gua bukan teman gue di
This
sebelah,
guy
guys.
can heal a bunch of people to
Apa?
Mau bilang sebelah kiri nggak mungkin kan? Hah? Lo bilang sebelah kiri nggak mungkin kan?
Go on cooldown. You can use it.
Lalu cuma kanan dan kiri.
Devil don't need to heal when he's the one draining all the
Jalan lagi apa, Bro? Alik.
Here. Always good for the one with the ultimate. It's converted to the 3 versus 3. The Spencer's lurk is gonna get snuffed out. And I think Big Bam, they already know what's going to be coming. It's the quick rotation. When they double themselves up, they've suggested, and B-side is going to be the baby.
Yes, good rotation.
Nanoswarm is there. Dwarf is hearing it. Activates it. One shot and he does not get on the one who is carrying the spike. So it's going to be
Udah makan belum, Bro? Nanti malam jadi dinner kan deployed. Iya sih, dia jadi.
Where they have everything.
Enggak deh, saya mau latihan. Udah makan dinner.
Gonna be the ones to try to hold and fend off and get this series already in their pockets.
Oh, this is pretty much it right here. Jesse Bash.
Hari OT.
What is this crazy series that we're doing? Yeah, that just the moment that Jesse Bash got caught out of position and spotted by the turret, I think they could have held off on the plant a little bit longer actually.
Ya, trennya di jalan deh tadi.
Jesse Bash in a better position.
Gua harus cek live chat paling atas nih.
The moment that Spencer gets caught off as well, it just becomes a difficult prospect here. We're going to game to overtime again and potentially to game number 3. Bren looking a little bit confused and
kita lihat ya, gua coba scroll chat paling atas nih.
Very much on par with one another.
Such a back and forth tussle, and it's happened twice. We're going to overtime on an Ascent map. Oh, well.
Mana ya?
If history repeats itself, Bren should win this.
Oh, ini dia.
We'll see how.
But this isn't their map pick.
True. I do expect that if Big Bam don't get themselves the first.
Gimana sih cara copy chat?
The series victory, I mean.
Nggak bisa gua.
This might go in favor of Bren, just because of how we know Bren can really hold.
Oh, gue bukan minta delete.
Person
Bukan minta delete itu, Dre.
Again,
Tadi gue minta
not
delete
really
apa? Minta delete.
Steam even on the overtime round.
Minta delete yang MILF itu doang loh.
You have to remember that. Oh, great pick. NTK starting to win the duels against Dubstep and Red Neville. He's gonna get a little bit too antsy on that. He's trying to sneak his way into Wine right there. Dispenser barely gets out of that situation. And one thing I do want to point out again, Asura, is, you know, BAM, they're a team that
gua pin message. Copy itu.
Not just BAM, the entire Vietnamese region. They were
lu copy, lu bikinnya tuh lagi tuh.
The fact that they've gotten already this far means that they've proven everyone wrong about their expectations. That they've gone further than all expectations already. If they take a win here against Bren, maybe take it to map number 3 and take it then. The prospect that Vietnam could be one of the top teams in the region is going to be
ini tag me out tapi cowoknya cuma 2 nih di channel.
Still have to deal with Borkum.
Ceweknya 3 ibarat kita nih.
Gone right now. Bam, looking like they're primed and ready to take the first map here.
Gua juri.
Take advantage here in overtime as 3 players left standing for Bren on a retake. Oh, very, very difficult on him.
It is, but Jesse Bash is bringing Odin to a rifle fight, and the wall bangs will show. 3 versus 3. They still do have Dorf. He's down to 6 HP, but has the
lo bisa winnable banget sih ini.
Stay playing members of Bren.
Kenapa Crazy Get TV pakai Phantom
The
ya?
spam of the Odin. He's definitely afraid right now. This could go awry. Dispenser getting 1. Dorf on 6. He manages to get 1 still. Crazy guy is up. He's gonna tap away at the spike. Dispenser. No way he sticks it. No way he sees it. Oh, he goes for it yet again, but will not be able to land that shot. He gets another, but Dorf with 6 HP somehow finding the crucial kill against Dispenser. And that's going to be advantage in overtime here for BAM. We are very, very close to getting map number 3, Asurai, and this is the series that is delivering. We said that Bren and BAM, this is going to be a good one. But to go 2 overtimes and this close at the... Wow, definitely not what we expected here.
Something that has taken us for a ride, for a spin. But you know what? We're here enjoying every every bit of it.
I think lu bisa pakai
last game. They're able to
budget berapa gitu, budgetnya berapa? Misalnya PRX juga selalu bilang HyperX.
Different outcome as BAM is looking pretty on point. NTK able to back away, but he's used the dash already. He has to look for a more passive angle, if at all ever. Not really re-peeking the mid, just in case Dubstep and the rest are just hunting him down. Speaking of which, Sober Drone has been used. Let's gonna spot out NTK for now. Gets tagged. Gotta be careful about the wall bangs and just smartly backs away. Still holding on mid here, just in case the rest of Bren, through all that confusion, is looking to explode from short. And with that, Red Neville will be the ones to hold the fort here, as the rest of Bren are looking aggressive on that one side.
Still a 5v5, a lot of
map. Good call by Bren. I think they're going to be
Bren as they successfully even taken
control
all
di bawah 800. Wah,
kalau
di bawah 800 gue kurang tahu.
It just means that there's a lot of fear
Logitech
here.
di bawah 800.
BAM, they do not want to overcommit to it. The alarm bot will spot out 1. They're going to allow themselves 2-player here towards B. Dorf, he sees 1. The trigger discipline to spot him out. They still haven't dealt with him. And they finally do here, but that's going to be a shock dart to actually claim him. Crazy guy still good right now and alive here with 12 seconds left. His position is known. Can he make it any more difficult here for Bren? They cannot. As with 5 seconds left, they are able to plant the spike. And 3v3 BAM in this retake. Can they take the win here? Can they bring us into game number 3? It's NTK to lead up the charge with an operator. He won't be entering first here.
Gila gak dianggap.
Nice. Good for 1. Jesse Bash is good for another. Now up to NTK here, the duelist. But can he line up the shot? And no, not to be. Going to another overtime. Bren have taken us yet again to a double, and just when you think they're almost out of it, they pull right back in.
That is so unfortunate for Big BAM. That spot where Borkum places himself, or he just tucks him in the center of the site.
PJ
with
boleh dong,
the
McD
box
boleh
being
sih.
behind him. It's such a strong
Boba
angle
boleh,
point
Boba.
because people don't really usually look through
Wah,
that spot,
kurang
and
nih.
it's like a double up position. Bren has been using that multiple times now.
Pemain luar yang pernah setim bareng siapa, Bro?
solidify the B side. Yeah,
Uh,
you can get
pemain
punished
luar
for it,
gua
but
sih
not at the initial bout
Singapura.
where Bren wants to have the most impact now. Dubstep is
Pemain
making some
Singapura
waves.
sama,
He's looking through mid. Will get spotted by the Sova drone and just smartly backs away. Has to respect. He
India.
would get rushed out here if he's not careful. But Bren and the rest.
Gue dulu kan sempat trial di tim apa? Tim Singapura.
Repositions all
Sama
the
si
way
Tommy,
through market. Dorf
Moxie,
try to get the
OSK sama
kalau McD suka
Insanity ya namanya nicknya.
just try to go
Acap,
around.
Acap nggak pernah sih.
Neville eats a whole bunch of that Trailblazer. 30 damage. Not
Taruh mas
really
10.000.
easy to
Lu cari di
with 50 seconds.
Mouse Logitech tadi apa tuh gak tau dah namanya.
They're looking good with how they
Tapi
spread
PRX
around
ya.
the map.
Gua pernah ngebur ke Malaysia sama bareng mereka soalnya.
Looking like
Terus
a
area
bit of
makan
fine
McD.
peanut butter right now as Bren totally spread it out.
Setelah dari mereka itu
Will they be able to jam their way
gua
into
berkem di
the
Malaysia
side?
sama mereka.
Looking like that's where the spike is going. You like that, Asrai?
Tapi PRX yang awal Korea.
You're the one who's making
Taruh rumah di bawah 1 M.
McD aja yang paling gede nih, gak ada. KFC ada nggak KFC? Ada lah harusnya.
Ini pertanyaan gua agent rumah tuh gimana sih?
A couple more rounds potentially. I mean, we will have a couple more rounds.
Ditarik ya turutnya.
It's gonna be the boost up right there, the wall coming up
Ketahuan
right here.
Sage main
Can
wall.
they actually get onto the site? Dispenser's good for the hold for now. Holds up onto one. The Nano Swarm is able to lock down
Tapi
Ina.
yang enak sih McD si
Cover the
McSpicy
spike
gak
here,
sih?
but he's gonna be swung from the side.
Mati. Spike-nya. GG.
No time.
Baru lari ya.
No time to plant at
Gila,
all.
dispenser MVP
They're
man.
just gonna hide, turn tail
This
and
round
run.
dispenser.
Doesn't even matter if they have the man advantage. Because that's gonna be the round here in Bren. What a miracle of a hold right there from Dispenser.
Crazy guy, he was turning up big. He had 3 kills.
Enggak, gue ngapain. Gue baru
It seems like they had no chance because the Dispenser was just anchoring godly at the back of the B side, but Crazy guy still turns up big for the rest of his team. The problem now is that there was just no time. They were pushing outside of B main with 20 seconds remaining. So that time, they just did not have enough to get the site plus plant that spike down. Really, this put a hamper on things for Big Bang. Now gonna be on the defending side. We'll see how this kind of pans out as Bren have everything that they really do need. They've left the spike all the way in their base. Maybe do as of the moment is to try and waste util. Crazy guy only got that slight bit of information with a Sova drone. And every still looking in the favor of Bren.
Oh, lu mah gak malu ya?
Definitely.
Gas terus ya?
One more round for Bren Esports.
Matahari pun digas.
Can't they take this and really show Big Bam who's the big boss here? It is
jujur lu tuh agresif.
It has been an amazing run for the VP squad, but getting brought down to the lower bracket. Still have another life, mind you.
Lu jujur banget ya?
It's still
masih coba bohong gua berapa kali? Masih coba bohong sama gua berapa kali?
Especially towards the later stages, one of the strongest teams right now, but can't they find plays? The shot goes wide. It misses right now. This is the chance for Bam. But Red Neville, he gets a double traded out by Wits. Now they're going to be barreling their way towards a little bit of a slower play. They still have Valentina, who's working their way back towards the site. And they get 2 versus 3 going up right now on this side. The spike does go down here. Crazy guy will have some utility with that recon to get a little information. And now get Jesse working with Borkum. Can they actually line them up? It's going to be NTK with a double.
McSpicy sama
What the
Cetan enak ya?
hell was that from NTK?
Combo gitu, combo best ya sih.
We gotta see his POV real quick, man, dude. That was just nuts. NTK, he's slowly but surely grinding up the carry role for Big Bam here. That came in clutch, but definitely true hero has to be Red Neville. This one was from that last round. Here comes
baru mau ngedes ya.
Triple spray down. Pina as well, dipping his toes in the kill department, and this one, would love to see that POV if possible. But all said and done, Bam calls for the tactical timeout. They know that they only just barely won that round in, and they have to figure what else do they need to do? Especially now, this attacking side, not really their baby much anymore, actually.
Yes.
That's another overtime. BAM. If you know what the thing is, man, if BAM lose this game in another double overtime, how heartbreaking would it be? The first loss heartbreaking enough for BAM from Vietnam, and to lose again in a second overtime, I can't imagine how distraught one would be about that. Because Bren, they're just inching out these rounds barely. BAM would have wished that. You have to be.
Ini kalau misalnya BAM menang, ke delay lagi udah itu PRX boom nggak bisa nonton lagi, nggak bisa nobar guys. Jam 2, gue 1:40 cabut deh.
To come back from that mentally and emotionally, to put in so much work in a double, triple overtime and then to lose, it's just the worst.
Coba gosen apa?
Yeah. Thankfully enough for either of these teams, we still do have the lower brackets, but as I mentioned, Big BAM, I feel like they're a team that would definitely love to just be in safer waters for the rest of their tournament run here. And they have to go big.
Crazy gak beli Odin.
Up against Brent. Still, looking to be on the safer distance. They do have GSKILL with an Odin, but Dorf expends him so quickly. Dispenser, he's just scanning. He's trying to sweep the position of NTK, but it's still not going to happen.
Masa bunuh dia mid-air.
GSKILL jumped up on top of that wall for that kill. That was a very clever play right there to get it, and that's 4v4 here. He's somehow managed to bring balance to it, and now they've got them all locked in towards that side. They know that I'm pretty sure they're convinced there's nobody towards back of B, and this is looking really good right now. But Dispenser slowed down right there by the Nano. Can he actually stay alive? The crazy guy with the ball back onto the and that's a lot of utility being deployed as the utility from Dorf yet again makes
Odin, man.
possible, and it's gonna be bad yet again for the lead here. Now taking the reins in this overtime. They want map number 3. They want to go ahead in this playoffs.
Just will not yield. Big BAM, they're looking so smooth. I'm not even sure how Dubstep GSKILL got taken away there. Dubstep, he got the kill with that jump out, but still Big BAM able to just use their numbers to their advantage. And as you mentioned, we are one step away from going into Breeze.
Odin, man.
And look, all the rest of Bren, they can't play this comfortably. They can't play this like they did with the other teams. They have to go up big now, or else it's going to be so difficult, I feel, to play on that game number 3.
Michael
was falling into their hands, and it's just Bren grinding. We'll see how this pans out. This Big BAM, I did say that they could be a team that will struggle after the first OT, but they are proving me and us time and time again that we are wrong.
Oh, let's see if they can manage to break their way into that side here. Because it looks like right now, Big BAM, their defense has been more and more solid, cementing, building up like concrete. And Brent have just been trying to hit with a jackhammer, and they've been breaking through, chipping away certainly, but a lot of it does feel like it really has a definitive answer towards BAM and their defense right now.
Gila, dia kalau kalah heavy banget, heavy A.
They haven't really. It's more of
si N3 udah pasti tahu A sih ini mah. Si Jada udah kontrol B-man pakai AWP.
Yesterday that was Red Neville that we were talking to.
Oh, tapi Astra mati.
It really is just how they kind of play around it. But with those flashes from Wits, perfect to get on the entry on the A side. Dorf has to go big, but that smoke just kind of blocks out his vision. He's contained here. He has to deal with Porkham first, which he does, expends him quite quickly.
Dispenser kalau maju shot.
But NTK brings it back. 3 versus 3, but it's all about the retake. And some of the members here of BAM low with the HP. Wallbangs with crazy guy though, but they're gonna retake.
Please lah.
And this is difficult right here. GSKILL, that's not where you want the soul. But somehow Dubstep getting the kill onto NTK. He's gonna manage to bring it back.
2v1. 2v1. What do you pick? Which?
1v1 right now. 14 HP. GSKILL left standing. You would never expect the Sova to be in hell, but he gives away his position with a recon. And somehow GSKILL takes us into another overtime.
Oh my god.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Yeah, what's this again?
Oh my god. How is Bash How is the rest of Bren just holding on to the knife's edge
Wah,
here?
Witch
Bam,
dapat
like, give it to me
kesalahan
already.
fatal,
Why
cuy.
don't you?
Witch.
Where's the win? Where's
Big.
the win? Where's that W? Still denied that fact. NTK just wanting to keep his teammate alive there for such a long time. Dwarf wanted to also get himself into that kill pool. Crazy guy, he was so close. But Bash
Itu OP
had
nggak,
all
Mas?
the information
Gabi.
set to his
Aggressive
side
pick.
already. That slow peek
OP
from Dwarf
nya karena gerak
immediately
dikit dia.
punished by
Itu gue bilang
step
operator
here,
kalau
dubstep.
cacat.
And that spike is nowhere near on the A side where the rest of the BAM members have placed. But this is looking much and much better for Bren. Is it always a third overtime? Because third time's a charm? Well, we'll see.
Oh, smoke semua.
Definitely here, but a change of pace. The Spencer looking to entry, getting up close, but it's gonna be NTK. Now he's looking to go and hold this post-plant situation. Sorry, this off angle here in hell. They might not expect you, but they do. And
Witch ada flash
NTK
loh.
and Crazy Guy have bought themselves a lifeline yet again. They want to take advantage here in this map. Third overtime, they've had enough. But with this spot out right there, Dubstep's only able to get 3, able to get 4.
What the fuck, Dubby?
Melts away. Bam for one more round. The Pinoy Jet this time. The only one left standing for the Philippines is keeping the dream alive up against Vietnam.
One
Switching
bullet,
sides.
no problem.
Match point.
The fadeaway shot to secure the round victory.
Pandal moment.
35 kills
Pandal
on
moment.
Dubstep. Crazy Guy and NTK with 31 and 30 apiece. The blows being traded by Bren and Bam. Just outstanding. And now Bam,
Fuck.
they're at that point.
Shock
In the
anjir,
road
kaget
once
bener.
again, a crossroad here.
Holy shit,
They need to
Dabi.
step up once
Stepping it
more.
up.
They're going to be the ones to stave off the pressure. They're back on the defending side, out of regulation.
Udah ngetro padahal
This is
Bren.
where we see Bren to be the most deadliest, especially now that Dubstep has joined in on the fight,
Ras
on
A.
the push. This is going to be difficult because it seems like they're not
Oh,
going
langsung
to be
di-
holding any more horses as they push into
Gila,
the A
Dubstep
side.
sih.
Oh no.
Oh, well,
Making the plays, making the plays. Yeah, discipline.
3v5. This is looking like it could be Bren yet again, and Bam still on the back foot.
Dia ada
For now,
AWP
but
buat
they've
retake susah
clawed
sih.
their way out of situations like
Rafael
this
udah
before,
decide.
Azurai.
Susah sih,
I won't
harusnya
say
susah
it's
sih.
impossible because they've
Satu
done
AWP
it
buat
time
retake.
after time to take us to overtime number 3
Yep.
here. But it
Nah,
just might
it's
prove
Bren,
to be
it's Bren,
too
it's Bren.
difficult this time, as
It's Bren.
looking like
Please,
it's gonna be Bren,
stop.
but Crazy Guy
Stop.
keeps it still here, alive for now. But with
Stop,
an
please.
operator in the hands of NTK, it might just be a little too impossible. The crossfires is good, the lineups are there, and they're just jiggle peeking
Stop,
and
please.
waiting for
Stop.
information,
Okay.
but Crazy Guy lands all to
Nice.
one, and it's gonna be Bren
GG.
yet again. They take
Prediksi
it in
gua bener lagi.
another overtime win to keep their perfect run alive. No losses for Bren Esports in this entire tournament. They've managed to keep it clean.
Well,
2-0 series.
in terms of the numbers, but the rounds themselves, how many overtimes did we go in this best of 3 series? About 7, I think, overall with Haven
Dubstep,
and
you're the
Ascent.
real MVP.
That
Dabi.
was amazing. We need a
Gila,
replay
itu pure
on that
Dubstep
round
MVP aja.
that gave Dubstep the W. Anyways, we're here. Oh my god.
Man, how many overtimes were we expecting today?
Nonton
Certainly
ini
not
nggak?
that
Record
many,
Valorant.
but they make it happen. A
Valorant.
perfect run so far here
Nonton lah.
in the group stages, in the playoffs. 2 series done in the playoffs.
Adam,
My hair is getting
Too
crazy because that was a
OP.
crazy
Itu kan
match
udah
at the
gone
end
dia.
of it. Such a beautiful performance from Crazy Guy as well. There
HyperX
on the
versus
big
Boom, yes.
Bam side. He got a triple there. Everything seems so done, but Dispenser coming in with a clutch. This Dubstep coming in with a clutch. Everybody coming in with everything at the end of it. I don't know how to wrap this up, but what a match. From your perspective, guys, on the panel, casting it on the English side, what seemed to be the main factor? How did Brett come out of another multiple overtime situation?
38 kill, cuy.
It just seems like they never lost steam. They were doing everything and anything to get themselves that advantage. And whether it's just pure contact or Dubstep clutching, it worked. It took them a longer time, but it still worked nonetheless.
I am at a loss.
Vietnam lost to Mobile Legends nerds. Anjir ini teksnya apa chatnya?
Describe that game. It was all we could have wanted and more. and I'm gonna lose my voice after this because it's just been an amazing game.
Orang kayak gini, Zeps PH, siapa nih?
This team,
Easy Vietnam Dogs, gini-gini orang kayak gini.
And those rounds that they've been winning where they never should have, would just really pull things together. But I cannot imagine the heartbreak after losing 2 games against Bren like that. They are the closest so far in this tournament to have beaten Bren, and they took him to 2 overtimes. My God, this is just.
Ya ini PRX Boom bakal start 15 menit. Setelah ini harusnya ya.
From now on, we'll only get harder for Bren. We talked about how in the group stages that they were definitely the favorite to come out of that group, and in the playoffs they played.
Oke, pick'em gua kemarin Bren kesini, PRX kesini. Udah bisa ya? Abis itu kemarin gua ini full sense kesini, full sense sama Bren. Ini gua screenshot aja.
Before they go into Berlin to get that slot for Berlin. As long as you get into the grand finals of this playoffs, you go straight to Berlin. But so far, perfect run. You can't sprint Berlin. At least for the meantime, I'm starting to believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, folks, far and wide, that is not our only match of the day. Think of it, this is our first match of the day. We've got 3 more series to come up ahead. That was the first semi-final of the upper bracket. We have another semi-final coming up after a short break. That will be PRX versus Boom. Another banger that I expect will go the distance. I mean, this one we kind of expected to go into a full best of 3, guys, but we got we got multiple overtimes on 2 maps straight, so I think that's good enough.
Ini kesini. Apa sih streamnya?
It counts. Yeah.
And his name is Dubstep. We're gonna go on it. Play that.
Aman pakai kaos Zowie.
Halo?
Ay, nang gago, bobo.
Dubstep ya?
Halo?
I don't know.
Gak apa-apa.
Feeling thank you. I'm thankful that we pushed through, even though like I know how BAM played. They have like the heart of a champion. They really played their hearts out there, and I respect them for that. I love it when the other team is not giving up on the match, right? So it feels great, and it feels a relief because we won against one of these type of teams.
Dubstep, I think it's safe to say that this is probably one of the best teams that you guys have beaten so far in your international playoff history, and for you guys to bring it in a double overtime, actually multiple overtimes in 2 maps once again over and over. And Elu there. What really was kind of like the one thing that you guys held on to, the one thing that you kept on coming back to when it went overtime, time and time again, when you lost the lead in overtime? What was that one like pillar or anchor that really held it in for Bren?
I guess it's the Bren clutch genes, you know, everyone has it. It just triggers like randomly on overtime rounds. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's Spencer, Wits, Jesse Bash, or Borkun. It could be anyone. So it's like, yeah, that's it.
Kalau Razer Hammer pakai bagus tuh bakal delay gak sih?
Anything you got for my man here?
Apapun yang bakal pasti ada bakal delay sih. Gua kurang tahu sih.
Just congratulating your win.
Right now they're exploding. I just hear it.
All right, so my question is pretty lighthearted here, Dubstep. What does Bren feed you so you can go for clutches like that? Holy crap, man.
I guess they feed me motivation.
Motivation. Oh.
That's a good answer. I like it.
I appreciate that Asarai asks you the dumbest question and Dubstep actually gives a good response. Thank you, Dubstep. Thank you. But okay. All right, my turn. I'm gonna zone this in right quick. All right, I'm gonna zone this in right quick. Go into game number 2, and both of those games went overtime. What's that feeling like as a player? What does it feel like to be in a map number 2 and both maps go overtime, and it's starting to get 3-3, and then you finally take that win? How does that even feel as a player? Because I know most people they'll never get to experience that in their lives.
I guess I could start by saying it goes to show that both teams are evenly matched. Anybody could win. It's a 50-50 match. But on top of the mental game, we come out on top. So it's like either way, we could have lost the overtimes. We could have won. Yeah. So it's basically battle of the mental.
Benar.
Mental game.
Mental game.
Yeah.
Right, there it goes. Thank you so much, Dubstep, for joining us here. Congratulations once again. You guys have been looking the best you ever have looked. Brent Esports is looking real to Berlin, in my opinion.
Morning.
Congratulations once more. Thank you. And that shall be the conclusion to our interview here with Dubstep. What a great performance. What a great series we just had between these two teams. Going down to the wire every single... I honestly thought we were going to go into map number 3.
Berarti tadi prediksi gue mana? Oke. What the fuck? Ini berarti ke sini. Alter ego. Oke. Jangan berapa boom, harusnya dalam 10 menit 15 menit. Oke. Dan boom menang lawan ini kalah, ini kalah. Dan
oh iya, lupa gua. Gua udah sama luar. Lu nggak dengar kok, Pak?
Sini.
Barilo.
Sini. I think this goes here. Then this goes here. That is my prediction, guys. Nah ini gue nggak tahu nih. Ini apartemen apa beda? Cuma beda unit, beda tower sih, beda tower. Boom alter ego. I think I'm gonna stick with boom, man. Dan this is the fun part. Ini gue nggak tahu. Ini gue jujur nggak tahu deh. This is my pick up, guys. Ini harusnya kayak gini sih. Harusnya. PRX brand sih gue masih kurang yakin, cuman gue lihat dukung PRX. Dikira siapa aja, Will? Ada si Kevin, I guess, Kopal. Indo bisa lah, Berlin satu bisa lah. Gue yakin banget PRX bisa lolos, gila. Jadi ya, kalau misalnya sesuai prediksi gue ya, yang di sini, Boom alter ego, siapapun yang menang bener-bener bakal ada chance buat ke Berlin Indo ya.
Ya ampun, gue mati.
Gitu loh. Kalau misalnya sampai sini bener lah, kalau misalnya Boomnya di sini. Sampai sini. Kayak ini. Dan salah satu dari mereka Boom alter ego tuh kalau sampai sini ada chance buat Berlin.
Aku hancurin.
Yang menang ini 2 slot Berlin. TridentZ, hey TridentZ, welcome. So ya, kalau mau cuan, this is it, guys. Welcome to the gang.
Ketemu sih semua.
Ya. PRX negara mana? Singapura organisasi. Cuma kan ada 2 Indo. So harusnya gini sih. Mungkin yang lumayan susah dipredik Boom lawan Full Sense ya. Boom lawan Full Sense ke sini. Itu mungkin susah yang sini. Boom FS. Kecuali FS-nya somehow kalah sama Cerberus, which is gue nggak lihat itu terjadi sih. Siapa tahu Imo abis join Imo di sini. Bisa lah, Imo udah sering main Valorant juga kan. Bisa lah, gratis Valo, Imo bisa lah. party gitu, grind. Habis nonton VCT, pas ada inspirasi gitu cara nonton cara pro player main apa segala macam pasti bisa imo. Yakin aja ya. Boom kalau konsisten bisa menang, benar. Siapapun konsisten bisa menang. Kalau level sama Jason lagi gak dapet gimana? Susah. Tapi gue yakin mereka sih harusnya bisa.
Keras doang. Kalau
mereka nggak on, santai. Ada Lil Jaka. Kalau Boom masih diisi Adrian, berlinable banget sih. Belum tentu. Sampai jam berapa? Jam 2. Ini paling gue bisa nonton satu map doang guys. Dan I'm done.
Wah, gila nih Reina ya.
Aku harus prediknya berapa nih? 80. Kemarin 75, sekarang 80. Hello, can you speak English as I am Indian? I can't understand the language. I'm sorry. Can you read my description? Because I already wrote I'll be speaking my own native language, which is Indonesian. But you can ask me questions in English, and I'll answer them in English. So yeah.
Bisa masuk ke Webo. Mati.
I won't be talking in English unless I won't be speaking in English unless someone asks me questions in English. Gua ada latihan ntar jam 8, jam 2. Kayaknya kalau Jason main Berlin pasti bakal malah Julkar yang dieman. Iya. Oh yeah, if you wanna speak in Indian language Hindi, you can ask Mamat Manja, he knows. Jangan lupa makan siang, udah makan gue, udah makan. Bating, gue udah lapar lagi. Terus si Bentet bener gak mau pro kalau enggak. Gansel masih, Bentet masih fokus CS mod. Tapi dia bakal streaming soon guys. So, because karena gue waktu itu ngobrol sama dia ada nanya-nanya soal kayak Saweria apa segala macam, nanya-tanya soal streaming gitu. So kayaknya dia bakal streaming soon sih.
Lu gak nyangka dia lari gitu.
Kalau dia nanya gitu ya. Harusnya dia bakal streaming. Tapi nggak tahu di mana, di Twitch atau itu gua nggak tahu. Cuman dia udah nanya-nanya gitu.
Kaget doang gua kok.
Gua sih bilangnya suruh dia di Twitch karena dia internasional. Ya. Bentet atau XCC lebih jago? Gua nggak tahu. Coba jawab dong. Bentet atau XCC lebih jago? Beda role. Dia mau pindah Valorant Superlight, nggak tahu gua. Bentet bener-bener misterius banget. Dia orangnya low key lah. Orang emang ansos gitu. Low key orangnya low key banget.
Short. Kayaknya 112.
Ransel itu kan rifler gitu kan. Kevin kan AWP man. So it's different guys, nggak bisa disamain. Lu kayak samain simple sama elektronik gitu. God damn, Lil Jaka. Makan apa ya nggak tahu. Makan apa ya? Bro, untuk Jadon main di NA itu memungkinkan nggak? Mungkin sih. Dia ada talentnya.
Head-to-head here right now. Who else? No other than Flipjitter and Forsaken. Both Jets on either side, and as much as you might want to throw the stats out there, it really is those big-time plays that they make in these big moments here at the SEA Challenges playoffs. There is no bigger stage for Southeast Asia.
Oh, thank you bro, subscribe. Thank you. Jangan lupa subscribe. Monggo datang subscribe, like the video as well.
The prodigy of this scene. He is the kid that we were looking at to outshine everything and anything that comes up in his way and lead his team first and foremost in the
pantes HP gak ada notif, wifi gua mati.
Here's the map video to start things off. We're going to be going on map number 2, Icebox, split on split for our third decider. What do you guys think about how the map video is shaping up to be?
This is looking a bit risky because I always think that Vine is such an off map for any Southeast Asia team. This is
oh yeah guys, I wanna share my new TikTok, so
100%
I'll just
PRX will win
share link kali ya.
Split, it could go the way of Boom. That's why I did say NC Slasher was going to be one of the pivotal points here for Boom, just because he did perform so well on the third map in this selection. It's a risky thing for me. I don't know who's going to be able to win that.
You know what?
Vine is definitely a polarizing map for just about any Southeast Asian team. Although the recent trend is that it's been changing a little bit. Alternatively, if you look at things from a mathematical point of view, is Boom Esports have a very consistent win rate across the board on just about every map. They're probably one of the most consistent in this entire bracket.
Oh ya udah, loading dong.
Pesan apa ya?
Loading.
Lu
makan apa?
Their top form, top shape on Icebox.
Lu makan apa?
Ya.
Hah? Warteg? Lu pesen warteg? Pesen warteg di mana GoFood? Lu makan apa? Hah? Makan apa?
Oke. Lu makan apa? Mau beli warung pokok kah? Lu beli warung pokok kah?
It's a clean game for PRX. I want to say Boom, but I think if they brought their A game right now, I think they're going to be able to wash this 2-0 PRX.
You know, I'm going to give Boom the benefit of the doubt here. They definitely have to bring their A game and beyond, perhaps 110% power.
Iya, gue baru makan guys, cuman nafsu makan gue, perut gue tuh perut karet. So ya.
PRX has had the easiest time breezing through the entire
Cilor. Cilor apaan?
Apaan Cilor? A little bit off topic here, but you know the grand finals might definitely be Bren versus PRX.
Apa nih?
So it really is a lot riding on this matchup.
Chicken telur. Apa nih anjir Cilor?
Yeah.
Yep. I think I have to kind of echo the same statements. In my opinion, 2-1 PRX. They are by far the most, I guess, the most titanous of teams in the playoffs. But we're gonna have to find out for ourselves. Will Boom be able to make the underdog win, or will PRX just screw out everything in their path, fold this up like origami, and go into the grand final? We're gonna have to find out for ourselves. Boom versus PRX.
Lu pernah makan nggak ya? Hah? Bukan bakso? Kenyal-kenyal gitu. Bakso. Aci itu tepung kenyal-kenyal gitu. Tepung tapioka. Jadi nontonin Alik gara-gara lah, senang lu. Bakso daging, aci tepung. Oh tepung.
Renai 124.
Cilok cireng. Cireng apa ya, Gus? Pernah dengar?
Udah kok.
Cireng. Oh cireng nih, oke. Gue makan cireng sebelumnya, oke.
Bagi satu.
Cireng, aci. Oh aci goreng. Oh cilok.
Enggak kiri.
Oh
di bed.
Oke. I see guys, I see.
Apa dia sih?
Cilok, aci. Kalau aci. Acu acu.
Viminal's the name, Valorant is the game. Bringing you the action alongside Azurai, the self-proclaimed cringe caster. Brother, good to see you again. Good to be alongside you here on the caster desk, but I'm looking forward to hearing more of your trademark sense of humor, man. And this time around, you know, I'm gonna be bringing.
What the fuck? Why is there a picture of a naked guy?
Usual, but you know, we unanimously.
Gua search Aci. Kenapa tiba-tiba naked guy di sini?
2-0, 2-1. You know. List goes on. The fact of the matter is, PRX are favorites to win this series for a very good reason. But
belum.
Coming into this match,
it's very difficult to.
Oh, gue pingin main game ini, guys. Aduh, yang puzzle di Steam apa namanya ya?
In this, and again, it might seem very biased for us to point that out. Which, in a way, it is, but. You cannot deny that PRX is a team that really is that dominant. They do have some lapses in rounds that we saw. You know, sometimes they just really do struggle to try to get those rounds in from time to time. But when they start,
I actually want to play this on stream.
They're very ignited, especially with Forsaken at the helm. Seems like Forsaken is going to be looking for this raise, but to finish off what you were asking, I think what Boom need to try to do as of the moment is flourish at the start.
I think it's interesting
starting on attack, which what we saw yesterday when they were up against Alter Ego, the other Indonesian team, they struck hard. I think the match that they went for was combined. It ended 8-4.
Oh shit, Sam, I missed it.
Done similarly right now for
no worries.
They might have a shot up against PRX.
Let's go.
Arguably one of the better teams.
Bam, boom, bam, 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 bam. Boom on PRX. Let's go.
A very good point there, Azra, and I must say I do agree. But taking into account the agent compositions really quickly,
Jason, not Yoru.
It seems we have a near mirror match. Essentially, the only difference are the initiators. Blaze on that Sova, Devi on that Sky, that hybrid duelist, and actions underway
Mampus Jason.
PRX just immediately pushing out of B long. They want to get that straight up control on the map, and it has dwindled the numbers and as well as the HP bars from Boom Esports here. Blaze not being in the game already at the start of this round is going to be huge because they need that information gathering. Still though, because of the double controller,
udah tahu nggak sih taktiknya?
visions of PRX
Harusnya udah dipelajarin
as they will give up the site first. On the spike will be successful, but the retake is still going to be here with all of the numbers, all the time in favor of PRX.
Prestif nggak sih? Kalau nggak, let's see.
That we see here, the barrier orb is placed to give you cover for heaven. But the fact of the matter is, the spike is planted at default, and that might actually be a problem for them. Asterisk taking down Devi. It's already going for the half, but it actually fails.
What a good pistol round by Boom.
Be a really fantastic play there from Boom. I think there was like a bit of a jump up on the APC, and they were able to
bisa karena lompat dari kotak dari shortcut dari hall.
Boosted as well by Shiba's wall.
Coba menang
It's
pistol.
gonna get him to 3-0, and even though they lose one of their players, they still were able to convert aggressively onto the site itself. It took them a slight bit longer, but the trades were much more successful, much more clean on the side of Boom. So that's gonna jettison them a little bit, and 4 Spectres will come up this round. Shiba just jumping up and down for a bit of that information.
At this point in time, during this anti-eco round for the side of Boom, they're definitely gonna out-muscle the opponent, just mow them down, just like that. Flipster making the most out of his investment here in the post-pistol round. Asterisk, though, he's also gonna have a scuffle with Bankai, but Bankai is gonna come out on top of that one.
Well, that was more costly than I thought it would be, but it's just pistol for Asterisk. Predator, or not Predator, but Eeyore, making sure that he can at least get the most out of this as well with some orbs and what have you. He's going to be able to plant the spike as well, and Blaze closing up the round, 4-0 for Boom here. First round for PRX. I keep saying PRX for some reason, but you know what? It's fine because they're
You know what? That is honestly most of these post-pistol rounds, probably like 80% of the time, is just the most straightforward of things. Just run onto where the enemy is concentrated. If they're stacking hookah, you're just gonna mow them down and just 80 AD while you're spraying with the. And that's what they're really good at there. But Bankai gonna be taking out Asterisk Flipster with a quick trade, a 2K at that.
Bani dengan entry-nya, bos. Triple kill, ating Bani menyala hari ini.
And nobody can stop her. Not even somebody
makan kebab. Kebab makan apa ya? Makan di mana kebab ya? Enak ya?
Here, they're doing the same thing.
Actually, gue mau kebab sih.
They're just saying no objections. We're gonna keep charging out. Bankai was on the first to kind of commit to that fight, and he got caught. That's really unfortunate. There's gonna be 2 wrapping around from PRX here. They have good weapons with the Vi already on the Phantom, but this is definitely not going to be to their favor because there's so many post plants, there's so many long angles and crossfires that's being set up by Boom that it's going to be a nightmare to make
you
this
want everything,
looks to be a bit of a spoil sport, playing close contact, but the timing for him just to peek out, not really fortunate. NC Slasher makes quick of that, and Devi, like I mentioned, he's just going to be looking to carry over this weapon going into the next round.
You know what?
Ada nih,
3-0 scoreline
kebab gills, jelambar.
When you're actually playing in the game.
Kebab jumbo.
The reason being is that Boom Esports, obviously, that was a bonus round for them. And the fact that they won that bonus round is a huge dent to the economy and morale of PRX. At the very least, it's still very early in the game, but Boom Esports are securing the early momentum here. This is probably going to be 4 consecutive rounds on the board for them, and that's all pretty much because they lost the first pistol round, and then they lost the bonus round. So I'm really questioning what PRX is doing here. But I've noticed a pattern in all of our games recently here, especially in the group stages. Things tend to change when sides swap on.
Enak sih, gue kayak kemana-mana, nyelip-nyelip.
I think a lot of the teams here do struggle on one specific side. For the most part, it's on the defending, especially if it's not split, I feel, or it's not a set, I think. But anyways, we are going to be continuing this round in. There seems to be a better hold here for PRX. There was a bit of an initial bout at the start of it. Eeyore's gonna try to convert, which he will.
Spike drop, 1v1.
Immediately gives them some form of breathing space. Nice. The problem is Benkai in a 1 versus 1, and you know what? He's gonna add a cherry on top.
Aduh, Benkai.
And that is his ultimate. But wait, he's holding the far angle here, and who's gonna be able to get this one?
Nice yor. Gue gak tau gue dukung siapa sih.
And Benkai, he had so many angles to cover, and the one specific he did not clear while his opponent was reloading was the one that costed him in the end.
Granted, Azurai for PRX, that round was an eco state. Now they're going to be bringing in
Aaron Jason, gue dukung 5 Indo.
I mean, that was a pretty good round, probably their best round so far. And
okay, oh shit, nice.
They were able to bag a few kills. They almost won that eco state, and they're gonna enjoy the extra credits coming into this one.
Gue sekarang bingung mau dukung siapa.
Kalau
prediksi gue sih PRX, cuman gue dukung Indo. Indo jadi nama Aaron sama yang lain.
Tries to take or fight for control of showers rather.
They do have Forsaken one.
Kenapa gue yang panik ya? Anjir, goblok.
They're not
careful. Gue bisa lupa lo dukung siapa.
Aduh. Nice little explosive play. Natsmoke's gonna at least cover both Asterisk and Flipsider as they're
4-0 masih bisa comeback kayak tadi ingat, kayak brand gitu-gituan.
He only hears the noise Asterisk is making. If he tries to go aggressive and here's another reload, that is a bait play if you ever do see one. Flipsider not gonna
miss. Bani ulti lagi hari-hari Bani ulti nggak bunuh. Hari-hari ulti nggak.
No targets to be had at the back of the site. Maybe on Heaven though. At least is clearing everything. Benkai holding on Heaven, not really wanting to peek, but that's all to Mindfreak to get the kills now and stop them as they're coming in. Shiba as well spotted out by NC Slash and the rotation. For the B side, this is a different kind of Boom. But this attacking side is definitely their
Boomannya bagus hari ini. Rapi. You know, very organized structure mainnya. Udah kena ulti yang PCT gimana caranya, bos? Save, benar.
Bye.
More complicated for one of the teams.
Bani lagi on sih, Bani lagi dapat sih ya.
That was probably a huge misplay.
It's a good sign for Boom.
At the very least, when you pop that showstopper, you really want to make sure you throw it off before the cooldown timer runs out.
Maksudnya kan kemarin juga gitu ya.
You would often expect someone to be holding.
Lu kalau duel lagi ngecun, lu awal start bagus, bakal kebawa sampai end game. Harusnya biasanya gitu.
But alas, the mental pressure gets to you when you're playing at the very highest
level. Ingat, tadi Brand down 7-1 di comeback.
Could be he was just making fireworks.
Could be. Could be.
You know that scene in what is it, Land of the Dead, where the humans were just throwing out fireworks to distract the zombies?
Yeah, I mean,
Pak predict Indopride, yes.
Make a lot of sense here. Just again,
yeah, Indopride.
Showstopper is used to create space for the team and try to drive them back.
Indopride.
Even if you don't get a
prediksi gua PRX tapi gua Indopride.
Value from it, and he did, but at the very least,
it doesn't make sense.
You gotta throw that Hail Mary at
the
end of the cooldown timer, right? Just so
you
don't know. Yeah,
Bani habis dikasih desert online.
Don't take, bro. How many cliches do we got more?
Gua pemakan lagi anjir. Masa makan.
Yeah, true enough. No man is an island, but Flipsider tried to be the lone wolf. Sometimes you gotta hunt with the pack.
Max spaghetti.
I mean, at the very least.
Oh, spaghetti, 3 porsi.
PRX, they chose a very good time for a tactical timeout.
Chicken strip.
They gotta stop the bleeding. They gotta figure things out. And this is obvious at this point in time. Starting on defense again we've noticed quite
Tiga
a pattern coming into
spaghetti, satu burger, atau 2 chicken strip, guys.
every bind game we've ever seen. Ultra Ego versus Boom, Bren versus CBT, and then it was Cerberus.
Makan babi, bro. Nggak boleh, haram.
Full sense, I do believe. It's just
Stay halal, brother and sister.
The score flips. The tables turn. You know, the lazy Susan goes
Ingat guys,
around.
prediksi cross nggak salah. Halo, barusan menang gua. Prediksi gua 80% gua selalu
I
sekarang.
don't think it's been PRX who has been at the second half where they're the ones trying to catch up. I think they've always been the ones to dictate the pace of
Burger
the
ya,
first half.
burger apa ya? Kalau KFC paling kalau
That's when
burger
they
deh,
kind of
enak
fumble a
juga
few
kalau
rounds,
burger.
and then that's when they have to play a little bit more serious or try to
Berarti 3 spaghetti, 1 burger.
play their opposition. But for now, it seems
Satu
like
chicken
the
strip.
script has been flipped. The Vi won't be using
Boleh
his
juga sih.
Trailblazer, gets
Satu
spotted
chicken
out and
strip,
be
yaudah.
long. He's not throwing out any
3 burger,
flashes
1
just yet.
3 burger, 3
Now he does,
spaghetti, 1
before
burger,
that
1 chicken
vision,
strip.
Mind Freak and the rest of PRX trying to get some info
Okay,
here
100%.
on Showers as that Boombot comes out. Not gonna find anybody, and that's why they've rotated Forsaken here. This could still be something because NC Slasher for Boom, I mean rather, because they do have that cost.
Gue udah lama nggak makan steak.
Everything very easy in terms of taking the side as that thing will cut it.
140 kill dia.
You know what? It's gonna be really telling.
Ih, gak pala. Ini dia kabur semua bos. Dapat. Gitu ban, gitu.
Throw it out there, and he got a kill.
Wait,
Gitu.
Showstopper can go through the teleporter?
Bawa sendiri, iya. Bawa sendiri lah.
And you can do a lot of.
Emang bisa dibagi ke siapa?
Apparently
Kuak,
so.
kuak. Nggak ada bisa dibagi ke siapa.
Speaking of creatives, well, that Gravity Well paints a picture for Benkai so that he can at least be able to.
Iya, wall dah. Jangan.
He's gonna beat Shiba onto
Oh
the
my God.
corner. No,
It's a fix through.
him to be on top of the wall.
Oh my God, Phantom boss.
And he gets a triple, and that tactical timeout huge to benefit the rest of PRX as they finally get themselves around.
Nggak perajin lagi, enggak.
You know, remember those times, Azra, especially in the local scene, that
Tapi ya,
we
apa
rarely
itu? Iya,
ever see
masih
tactical
TP,
timeouts.
nop.
Then when VCT rolled around, we see teams play at the highest level. Tactical timeouts are a dime a dozen.
Gue udah nggak pernah gym
And that's
lagi
because you
karena
really can't
ngeri.
underestimate the breather
Gara-gara gue
that
kena
teams can take,
COVID,
even if it's just a minute on the
segala
clock.
macam. Jadi gue nggak berani nge-gym lagi nih. Kalau kena lagi,
within
udah.
that 1 minute. A mental reset for a few
Bro,
seconds.
I'm done.
A few deep breaths here and there, and refocus in terms of the macro side of things. It could really make a huge difference here. Let's see if PRX
Shiba, Allah, kaget gue.
mount a bit of a comeback here.
Kasih pantat ke Bani.
Are up by 4.
Aduh. Gue tepek.
Very difficult to have for
Sounds
Forsaken, I
strong.
think, on a range.
Nah, Covid gimana bro rasanya? Rasanya nggak enak dah.
Not having the best.
Gue kopi ringan, gue nggak bisa ngerasain makanan.
Don't get me wrong. But I think out of all of his duels,
Gue juga nggak gym
he's
nggak.
the least
Nah tuh gym kalau gue nge-gym.
of mine. Just because of how it seems like he just.
Kalau gue nge-gym dia nggak bakal
Speaking
nggak
of
bakal gym.
struggling raises, Flipsitter just not having a moment of solace and break.
Jadi waktu
when he
gue
just
kena
pops
Covid
shots
tuh
on
baru kan
Dubai.
lemes banget, nggak bisa main cuy.
Dubai, if
Nggak bisa main
you
sama
don't
sekali
really
gue.
get the punish,
Nggak
if you
kuat
catch
gue.
him off guard, when he sets its sights on you, you are just in a world of hurt. Still though, NC Slasher
What a
converts,
shot.
gonna get that nice little shutdown here. That recon dart enough to maybe
Oh my God.
scan Shiba, never mind, but he has such a nice up angle, top of the wall,
Loncat
top
Shiba,
of the
loncat.
world.
Assassin's Creed.
And they're waiting, but the respect from Boom,
Ya kali.
they're not pushing through this until all of those utilities go down.
Now, when you see a barrier orb at this level, you better expect a Grim Wall.
Oh, what's
at the very
happening?
least. It's probably going to be the least possible outcome right here. But Forsaken down to 34 HP, does get tagged.
15 detik susah nggak sih?
Looking pretty dire for the rest of the PRX, but to buy Forsaken
Gila.
Shiba, to buy with a 2K.
Nice.
Just the action happening so fast, as
Oh, nice sih.
And again, to break
Ente
that
Boom.
down, it's just Boom, perhaps giving a little bit too much respect.
Bener,
for
sistem ban
PRX.
saja.
They're kind of just caught in a
sih.
standstill. Isn't that right, Azra?
For sure. And
Udah fine, man.
the only thing that broke the silence was that slow push from Boom. It looked like it was gonna be something,
Sorry,
but
guys.
then smokes were being thrown out.
Agak-
And when you have
You know.
theoretical aimbot for hands, by that I mean Divine Forsaken.
Bang, aku
They
dukung
can just
alternatif
like
boleh nggak boleh.
match two
Silakan.
targets in a split second, and that is nutty. And they can just
Pushing gua.
use that to their advantage. Their aiming ability is
Mana
wild.
spaghetti gua? Oke,
Now,
lagi
Boom, they're starting to slow the pace down. They're respecting a lot more, and they can't really just go willy-nilly
Minum
into
vitamin
these
dulu.
sites. And That's kind of put a bit of a hamper on this. PRX, they're slowly but surely pushing, shoving their opponents back. And their reads, their calls have been really, really good. And speaking of which, it's going to be some damage onto Blaze. Actually, a takedown onto Blaze. And ER got to back off as well, as he was almost wall banged to extinction.
Case in point right there, Azrai. Benkai with almost a kill over there onto Eor on a short. Blaze taken out by Devi. Forsaken assuming a very forward position. And that really is a gamble. That boost onto APC, it rarely works. But Mindfree is going to be answering back onto Asterisk.
There's still one holding the close, and Benkai claims two.
1v3.
Flips to their 37 HP, and that is his true HP. It's not fake.
Hati gue di Indo.
Gonna be one coming on the wraparound, but he can at least go for that quick rotation. This wall is about to break, but he has to go over it because he doesn't want to waste any time. Excuse me.
Mungkin bakal ketendang dikit gitu.
He does still have some utility, but this is a 3 versus 1.
Enggak, soalnya di PRX ada bronya Krolil Jaka.
He has to try to convert first the kill onto
Gue ada 2 bros nih. Ada Dustin, ada Lil Jaka nih. Jadi rada-rada.
Not really gonna happen now, is it? Boom, stay stagnant at 5 while PRX 3 in a row.
PRX starting to wake on up here as they seem to have figured out the way Boom did their execution.
Aduh, 2 bro gue lagi di default tuh berduanya. Blaze sama Mindfree tuh berdua. Aduh.
As we go into the grayscale for tactical time.
Janjian tuh berdua.
Mati.
After the initial damage has been done, the team on the losing end obviously will be the ones to adjust, and then a counterplay happens, and it just keeps on going. It keeps on going until a winner comes.
Emang Dustin, bro, lu kalau bukan Anwar goblok.
Thing that Boom Esports has to do right.
Ada Danon lagi, Danon FC ini.
Ini gawal kok. Kalau ini nggak bisa jadi pocket, kalau ini kayak nutup pocket.
PRX off guard when they're when they hesitate.
Dustin bromance.
That's when they get caught.
We can say that.
That's when the lineup kills happen.
At
this level, it's very, very rare to see.
Mio mau tinggal dimarahin Mio ya guys ya.
Because you know. Obviously, Azrai, these players know that we should never line up. And it's not like they unknowingly did it on purpose. It's just
enakan di PRX tuh tau nggak, mereka bisa ngecap orang gitu, nge-flash segala macam, ada flasher gitu. Sementara di Boom kan kayak tipe-tipe mainnya map control tanpa flash, tanpa apa gitu, main slow, nge-sudden.
There was someone holding the mark, but as you mentioned, the safest spot.
Oh, dibilang mau map control mah enakan pakai si siapa?
Double down on the position there on the truck, so it was a risky position, and yeah, the conversion for Benkai was just good.
Tapi
yeah, he did. So
dia nggak main sofa.
He went for an early boost outside of.
Gue nggak tahu ada attacker sana.
Before the barrier went in, and that allowed him to immediately rush in through the B longs. Flips are able to at least get that punish, get that little bit of equalizer.
Gue nggak bakal tahu si PRX attacker sana gimana.
That wall has already been used, and your
shit,
I know you have fancy boots, man, but you gotta hide it when there's gonna be people trying to take it away from you.
Bodo amat, gue nggak tahu dukung siapa, yang penting seru-serunya aja.
A good case for Boom to go to that A site, but they gotta do something here, and slower pace in the game might be good.
Ini PRX yang lolos dulu, bisa biar kangen kalau Boom tahu ya.
Oh no! Oh, that was a big punish.
Susah.
He's gonna be dropping down onto the site only to be.
Oh, tema tuh yang ngomongin kayak gimana bro, nggak tahu. Ya paling kayak kesalahannya, cara musuh mainnya gimana, kenapa kita main biasanya. Anything, lu bisa tahu tuh bisa ngomong apa aja gitu. Lu bisa ngomong kenapa kita gerakan default gini, kalau nggak, yuk jangan kasih momentum, kita tambah dulu, kita bikin apa, play smarter gitu-gituan, you know, pep talk gitu loh. Makan mie ayam, sounds good.
That was actually a smart read from PRX.
Iya. Yang ngegap kan?
A lot of forces on hookah. But Benkai didn't do anything anymore. PRX's decision was to rotate them to be long.
Kenapa Bani terbang ke langit?
That revive. But speaking of which, Benkai with the 3. Blaze, oh no, he didn't even get like 3 charges out of that Hunter's Fury because Shiba was already.
Bani hari-hari terbang ke langit.
You forced But it's still a clean round to close out by PRX.
You know, that boost on APC, it is a 50-50 gamble. Arguably a 40-60 gamble without that one-way smoke from Viper.
Baru tahu bisa ngebus di truk pakai Viper. Yeah.
Probably that's the best way to utilize that one-way smoke. Typically, you would use it from U-Haul, from lamps, and it's not really as effective compared to that particular situation.
Udah ulti.
Usually, you'd probably have like a duelist there. You know, so
si Bani ada ulti nih, Bani ada ulti nih. Kita lihat ya.
Get out, dash away, maybe satchel away.
Phantom man, I swear to God, itu sambil gerak tuh.
Away from Shiba, the run and gun with the Phantom. Nerf who? Not.
Gua predict PRX.
Still a pretty damn decent weapon to use for mobility in action. I think is the best word to describe it. Shiba now going to be plugging up Hookah with a wall once again. Who can push through this? If you try to break it, there's going to be another slow. He's going to be waiting, and then there's one already behind him, Zowie, who's already waiting at the precipice, but this gravity well takes him for a spin, takes him for a ride. Zowie cannot capitalize, but that's allowed Forsaken to just rotate back. Well, will get thrown out, and they're looking to fight at this. Zowie has taken a brunt of the damage.
Oh, turunin wall, gue kira turun wall Viper anjir.
Straight into the eyes of that long angle, leaving NC Slasher and Eeyore to try to make something happen outside of this window. But the big problem now is, as they try to drop down, there is a crossfire. Zowie will finally get shut. Maybe, just maybe, an opportunity. Forsaken misses the flick. The rotation will be spent, and this wall at least keeps them contained. And boom, they have a good shot at this, but there is a lot, and I mean a lot of members. PRX.
Gila, mana nih? Lihat muka lu dong. Ngapain lihat?
Oh, tackle. What a flick.
Slasher though.
Gila.
Something to say about that, Mr. Azza, right now. He's bringing in the equilibrium here in terms of numbers. Forsaken, he does have a showstopper.
1v1
clutch. Now it's gonna be
wah gila dia Son.
versus Forsaken. But this man,
menyala John.
You can definitely count on him.
Menyala John.
He's gonna get the clutch
Ya,
right
lo
there.
pala. Jongko kepala, jongko kepala.
PRX for the first time in this entire game.
Menyala. Damn.
Really, we saw the value of what an Astra can bring in that round before the switch. It was a 2v4. By any stretch of the imagination, without the Astra, it would never have been winnable by a long shot.
30.
It really was, but I don't think you can always. How do you say this? I don't think you can always.
Kalau tadi tembakannya si Eeyore first bullet dapat sih, ya, of course first bullet dapat pasti menang. Karena itu ada delay ya.
They're not able to use the stars for other than just the smoke.
Ngapain kasih lagu?
Okay, that's gonna be Forsaken. Everybody.
Oh, Bani buru pakai ulti cuy.
And as I mentioned it,
Bani buru pakai ulti. It's something. Ya, tepuk tangan dulu guys. Respect dulu. Bani buru pakai ulti. Jarang ngopi, gue jarang banget ngopi. Respect for Bani bisa ulti.
Tries to deal with the last three, and a wall plugs him up. He charges right through this. It's going to be difficult, but it's the last round of the first half, and all he really has to do is go for the fight.
Jadi momen-momen penting Bani bisa bunuh pakai ulti.
Stars from NC Slasher looking to be much better in this specific round. There's like 3 people right on top.
Firing squad setup, Azra.
Ajay, Aaron, Lil Jaka tidak Lil Jaka.
Hit is marked, only one target. Little bit of a peekaboo.
Triple pick.
You know, he was in for a world of hurt as soon as he walked out of that smoke, and it's just so unfortunate. Feel kind of bad for him at that point in time, but you know, the score is 6-6. PRX brought it back, despite the damage being done by Boom in the first 5 rounds.
Good half, sengit guys, sengit.
Kita ada ngerencanain makan McSpicy bareng.
Masih nggak tahu kalau prediksi gue benar atau enggak sih.
Minumnya boba, cat time.
Ini kita nonton 1 map doang ya guys ya. Karena dalam 20 menit lagi, 25 menit gua off.
Siapa?
Prediksi pro siapa nih? Gue prediksinya PRX sih win. Cuma dukung Boom.
Had an amazing call. Took them a while, but
Indo Pride.
they still got that 6-6 where they were already losing rounds. So anything that they can do to stop the hemorrhaging from happening is, I think,
gue prediksinya PRX.
It's gonna be a little bit of contact here.
Ya dukung Boom karena lebih banyak orang Indonya.
to have
let's go.
more damage with the smokes and whatnot.
Prediksi gue 80% dong. Gue cuma salah satu doang kemarin.
Getting pushed slightly back.
Arni yang pertama benar.
Hookah control should be in the favor of Boom, but
kenapa satu dua bro? Karena menurut gua mereka mungkin tipe tim yang mau mending ambil map control dibanding nyolong-nyolong.
Full send on the beat or a site could be something. Asterisk is on the case. This wall about to break, and he's playing cautious. He's gonna play cubby.
Gila berani banget. Kacau main klasik kayak gitu jarak.
Looks like he's gonna be leaning into his pocket right there. Good decision from PRX to wait out that barrier. They are gonna be planning for showers.
Pegang pisau more. Pegang pisau.
Forsaken playing that anti-flank does get Blaze.
Somebody has to try to deal with him. Look at the damage that he's done already.
Baru di heal. Healnya habis buat pemain itu.
Again, just holding another off angle here in PRX. They're coming outside of showers, all squeaky clean, but it seems like it's a little bit dirty for a retake for Boom. We've left Asterisk to try to go for the defuse, but oh no.
Nggak bisa balik, dia racunin bos.
Because his opponent has the post plant, so he has to deal with this 2 versus 1.
Nggak bisa, restart, nggak bisa langsung mati.
He has to go through everything, but he just cannot find himself through the maze of toxicity of Benkai.
Lu udah ada smoke sama racun, itu udah impossible gila.
Aku mau beli
Matrexx semua turunnya.
But Mindfreak was waiting for the final blow.
No, Azrai, there are multiple ways to go about attacking.
Udah paling ngeselin tim main post plan.
Double fake, a single fake.
Itu udah kayak lu bisa menjamin kemenangan round itu lah. Soalnya lu tipe yang post plan, lu antara harus udah break default mereka atau enggak, lu push dari belakang next time. Tapi itu pistol round. Dan mereka juga kecolongan di shot. Jadi rada susah.
Because nowadays, so many people take control of the long and then quickly rotate through market.
My eyes.
Pretty well for them as taking down NC Slasher Asterisk.
Aron, Lil Jaka, kenapa?
Mindfreak though cerebrally assassinates Blitzer.
Lil Jaka ini dia Lil Jaka.
Oh my gosh.
Malah loncat-loncat Lil Jaka.
This is difficult, to say at the least. There's gonna be a quick peek out there by Eeyore. He almost finds a target, but it's elimination. That's gonna be Blaze now, and gotta remind, he's gotta die here, so he's probably just gonna be looking.
When are you gonna get a haircut? Oh my God, Faiz! Yo, you're finally here, chatting in my YouTube.
Again, the reason why he has to die is because you need those.
I am soon gonna get a haircut. I'm still planning what haircut I'm gonna get.
Eliminated on the round that you lose, you only get what, 1,000 every single time that you do that, so that's not really what you want to happen.
Crossplay as an India English.
He's going to be playing this super close angle.
I cannot.
Popping a couple of shots, barely
off by a pixel, Azra.
Barely, still surviving. Wait, hold that thought. Blaze, he's spotted now, and Mindfreak. Oh my God.
Buzz haircut?
What's the word here, Vim?
Short?
They just scanned the entirety of the
what?
And like dogs looking for sniffing for treats. They find the one that was eluding them for such a long time.
If I use...
Can they eat truffles?
For dogs? Some of the dogs kind of search for truffles because you can't really farm
truffles.
You just gotta search for it from the ground.
That is true. Yeah.
And it's pretty interesting. But on the topic at hand here, again, those post-pistol rounds tend to be very straightforward unless Boom Esports would stack a site and hope to get exit for exit. But you know, it rarely ever works out even in that scenario. Blaze Predator, he will be going for that recon dart outside of showers, just securing his pathway over here. This is going to be a bonus round for PRX. This is going to be huge, just like when Boom won that bonus round.
It's going to be a bit of a fight now because this is going to be the buy round for Boom. Forsaken just creeping up his way here. He's going to be Shiva spotted. That's going to be the Buzz Lightyear weapon. That's not really going to find its mark because gets denied by the better Phantom, which is the Prime. Never mind, I actually like both, but still, my case closes in the end because Asterisk gets spotted. He's not going to have too much wiggle room here as he was getting marked by Benkai, and you don't bring a melee dagger to a gunfight. The Vi expends it quickly.
Man, I think 4 second, PRX bakal ambil satu sih. Don't filter aja duit. Nah, emang gak ada duit. Bas gak terlalu botak. Ya emang, Bas itu masih ada rambut. It's a clean cut, but no. I cannot, man.
I do understand the confusion right there, but
Kalau soal looking kalau sebenarnya nggak tahu deh.
It seems like it has like a smaller barrel, right?
Pasti kasih dago ini tuh.
Main rank,
Mirip kayak siapa tuh teman kita?
You're up close.
Eric, ya anjing. Eric sumpah.
A very nice scoreline here.
Gak jelas Eric sumpah.
Dulu musuh dulu kayak gatel.
Not with that attitude.
Beautiful use of the
Hell,
satchel right there. Benkai also doing a lot of work on
I will.
I mean, that's how
The only hairstyle that I've never gone with. Oh, langsung tembak main deh. Don, tembak main deh.
You gotta give this man credit.
Iya.
Oh, kayaknya nggak tembak main deh. Tadi wallbang deh kayaknya.
Tapi kemarin gua kebewok gak pakai
jet. But he's doing a lot of work here.
Man, it's just.
Gua cuma download peduli.
Loncat more Benkai.
Well, the last bastion of hope, as we are on that nice scoreline of 6-9, with 8 HP is NC Slasher.
Okay, this
not really much that he can do, and Forsaken
I will donate if you
moving
bust.
through the motion, and you know he's feeling.
No, it's fine, guys. Keep your money.
Alongside Benkai, who's also been handling with the lurk, and PRX slowly but surely they're
jago.
the rounds now, and boom.
Emang jago.
They're
Dia dari kapan? Dari week 2 udah jago gila.
In this one, because they haven't gotten around ever since that last one before we hit the second half.
Then two possible outcomes when you swap sides. Either momentum heavily
Avenger pick guys, Avenger pick.
hit a brick wall.
Hai, Jason kabur.
The ladder here. As they try to go for a wall boost right there.
Dia tahu dua doang di sini dong. Dua doang, habis itu di dua-duanya ke triple.
Execution is
What the fuck, Davai?
Taking down Davai with that boom bot of all things.
Mati.
There's gonna be the showstopper from Forsaken. Cannot plant the spike just yet, but he's gonna be holding closer angle here. Your through the wall itself, playing knowing if he tries to do it, somebody is holding his own angle. Forsaken still will be at least watching on U-Haul here, and here comes the rotation. Here comes
dibanding lu di zombie,
sama lebih. We do have, I think, the best time to be able to make this
happen. Juga sih, lu bisa kontrol U-Haul ntar.
Or with Benkai still being alive, this is hellish. Say at the least.
Oh, Jadon, man. Jadon, bro.
Shiba deeps into the kill pool. Well left once again with Eeyore inside the smoke. Forsaken, he's hearing the footsteps, but he makes the mistake of looking right behind him when his opponent was right in front of him. And Eeyore just does not have enough bullets to deal with the remaining of PRX.
It's looking bad for Boom, but it's looking good for my prediction.
He didn't have nearly
enough. Tactical timer dulu, yo, teramain, meow.
To be curious out there, the only option for him to even make it possible to win in that.
Kalau lagi harus ada flank nggak sih kok? Kro nggak tahu sih, maksudnya ya apa ya? Nggak bisa dibilang harus ada flank juga sih, tergantung secara lu gimana.
He also knew that Benkai was at A short because he did go for the very textbook lineup play.
5-0 to 6-11. I told you.
6-11
bisa comeback.
In favor of PRX. Again, Boom Esports seem to have hit a brick wall here coming into the second half. They need to utilize this tactical timeout. Perhaps it'll be the saving grace. Or only delay the inevitable here, Azrai.
Delay the inevitable.
Cara counter post plan kayak Viper gitu gimana? Bro, antara lu harus bawa orang, bawa temen lu nge-backstab mereka, posisi post plannya hancurin post plannya atau enggak ya?
I actually can't remember.
Apa ya? Harus lu pancing equip di awal, maybe. Atau nggak lu hancurin default awal mereka?
They do have a Viper spit for Eeyore. So if there's any round that they can try to get some momentum.
20.000 dari Cindy. Pesan, jam 2 kita mau lunch di mana sayang? Wah, aku boleh dibaca sih ya.
Gak tahu sebagian itu. Gak jelas. Thank you Cindy for the donation.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a Coliseum where I don't think Boom will be. Rather, PRX might be happy to fight. This gives him maybe a clear-cut understanding that they can just go straight for the B side. This is where like 3 members of Boom have played themselves
Sugas
on a slightly weaker weapon. Since this Slasher as well as Aster is playing only in the Spectres, they want to make this as close quarter as possible. Two-man crossfire here.
Bro, kalau gue udah lebih gede mau sama gue boleh deh. Gedein kayak 1000% boleh deh, Pras. Nggak boleh 999% ya, 1000% boleh. Lights deh.
They still can't really push through this because of the smoke and the wall that is keeping Asterisk as well as NC Slasher alive for them.
I'm out.
I love
took you quick enough. Cepat ya pemikirannya.
On hookah.
Ior udah. Nah ini dia gak ada anjing buat nge-clearin, gak ada bobot buat nge-clearin ultinya. Ini gimana caranya?
Bring out that gravity well. One of them is good.
Dafa pun di shower.
Especially having specters.
Ini kayak emang
close range, definitely a good idea.
si Shiba masih ada kayak bakal post plan long sih ini. Harusnya main post plan long. Harusnya Boom udah tahu nih. Tidak ulti Viper, ulti short.
And go through showers as right with only 12 seconds left
Wow.
on the clock.
Makes a lot of sense since they do have the
Ior bagus banget.
there, but
pakai Just Power. Oh my god.
Eor's gonna be dipping himself.
Abis itu Dustin bunuh Ior. Nice Dustin.
The plantation on that spike and yeah, everything gets
Faiz.
up and Eor.
You don't need to join, remember, man. But thanks.
Just to get his teammate flips it.
You don't need to, brother.
Breathing room and it works. It works out in the end. Then.
Rip and tear in the fabric of space and time. It's just they were collapsing on each other. Everyone gone in the blink of an eye.
See, you gotta save your money for next time when I go to Malaysia.
Be in a convenient spot at 7 to 11 here, and they still do have the resurrection. NC Slasher this time will have that cosmic divide.
You know, you gotta save your money. Pick me up in your Aston Martin. You know, you gotta take me to red carpet.
The momentum of
high class stuff.
Win, but PRX.
Your things.
Going to back down. They're looking absolutely relentless here. They could grab more for Shiba. I think that's going to be the play right here. Nope, Forsaken's going to take it instead.
Well, might I just want Shiba to get that revive.
I mean, he can get the revive through a kill, right? So
or a spike plant.
Or a spike plant.
Cara daftar antrian goblok cara daftar antrian. Enggak. Ya ketahuannya ya. Icep sama Aaron nge-icap ini dia Dustin, can he make a play?
Hold him underneath the site.
Dustin bagus posisinya dia dengan rotasi sih. Jadi si Race nggak over rotate.
There's no call for it just for now, but there it is. Oh, the fake flip shooter. He's second guessing himself, but now I think Eor has spotted a couple. He's popping shots, laying some suppressive fire onto A short with his bulldog, but that's not gonna matter. But maybe Flipsitter can bring them out of a bad spot.
Mani ulti.
Here comes the
bunuh lagi ya Allah.
And he keeps the dream alive. One more target, the 4K. Flipsitter holds strong. Boom. Survive a little bit longer.
Flipsitter, that was absolutely beautiful.
It's okay lah, at least dia nggak bunuh ulti tapi udah 4 and save the round. Round penting.
This team definitely looking like what they need right about now, but
round penting lah.
In all honesty, that was a really good bait and switch from PRX, and it almost worked. It was definitely sold. The fake was sold right there. Through efforts from the
Gila, Bani kayaknya baru bunuh sekali deh pakai Risk ultinya satu turun ini.
To stop the aggression coming in from Flipsitter. They had no information coming onto the site.
They definitely did not.
Aduh, Lil Jaka.
From Vipers, man. They
Lil Jaka.
They're very potent. It's basically another wall that you can't really go through until the toxic screen goes down, because it's just so risky. Think of all the HP you lose due to that decay. So you're
maksudnya kemarin nih ya sekali.
Pretty much all the information on the site. There's no reason to just walk into it.
Well, they waited a little bit here. Eor's gonna be on the first contact, but he got a brunt full of PRX. NC Slasher wanted to make some...
nih cabat, sumpah.
Well,
bagus banget.
Seems like it got stopped immediately. Lays an asterisk.
Masuk shower dari shot.
It's gonna be maybe looking for the save.
Dari shot masuk shower.
Either way could work, but it's a 4 versus 2. And you mentioned, Bib, that they don't really want to push through that. But look at how just a teeny tiny bit of waiting goes a long long way. They also caught, I believe, Eeyore and NC Slasher, who wanted to get some positioning when the smoke came in, but that smoke was their safety net. And when that was gone, all bets are off, and PRX just found themselves.
I mean, playstyle beda sih.
Just team flashes, you know, why the hell not, right?
Why the hell not? Sometimes you just gotta do it. Sometimes you just gotta show your teammate. Yep.
Playstyle Bani sama Takto tuh beda kalau as a race. Nah, Takto jual lebih alay. Pemakaian equipment kalau Bani tuh kayak lebih ke slow-ish race. Secara buat ngedorong itu. Yes.
But no, I'm actually kidding. Obviously, 8 to 12 now in favor of PRX.
Bro bilang ke Kevin mau Zowie FK White-nya ganteng banget. FK White lu.
Kind of got that mini comeback, but now PRX is in control, taking the reins.
Lu ada FK White?
Ada. Udah gue jual kan di lelang kemarin. Mau gue pikirimin hari ini ya guys.
Boom, they have one more shot, but they do have the weapons, they do have the stalling power to make this possible. But we know that PRX, they're very good.
Ini kalau misalnya ada kelar satu map, I'm gonna off stream guys.
They can cut noise by also getting themselves quick information. This could be bad. Here's a wall that is separating Acer. The thin layer that is separating him from 3 members of PRX. Hungry to go get the kill. Oh, not again! He's sucked in! Oh, Acer's still surviving just because of the storm. I thought he was a goner here, Bim, but he still survives. He's still going to be able to
thank you,
make something happen in hookah, but the big problem is
Jagoan jadon apa Eskur Bang Tro?
Right here, right now. Forsaken gets the refrag, goes back away, and the trades are coming aplenty. Flipster able to intercept the spike.
1v3? Is this possible? Spike drop? Dia tahu Aaron Lil Jaka di sini. Dia tahu Lil Jaka di sini.
Lil Jaka with the swing. Lil Jaka.
Waduh, down to 56. Gonna throw the nade. Double peek out. Nope, not just gonna be for a moment, but it's gonna be so huge. Double swing. The last blow from Ben Kai will still secure.
Karena Valorant lebih pengaruh mouse kah dibanding keyboard? Hah? Valorant lebih pengaruh mouse kah dibanding keyboard? I mean, somehow true, mouse penting, tapi keyboard juga penting lah. Mouse lumayan penting sih.
On multiple occasions, but just not enough to secure the win.
See my prediction, HyperX.
Boom Esports. You know, they were off to a really great start, Azrai.
But gua dukung Boom, so
they were able to overcome the opposition, at least in that first map. And honestly, we saw a bit of an Astra diff right there.
Yeah.
Arguably, actually, on the side of Boom, they had much better Astra control.
Dan
but
abis ini map Xbox ya?
More control of the second half because of how confident they were executing onto the sides. The crossfires. No, that's okay. But really, it's quite interesting to see.
Itu map picknya si Bind barusan. Map picknya si Boom barusan.
Waduh,
Icebox susah sih.
Susah sih. What stands out for you here?
I mean, it's
what really stands
Bunny
out
played well,
is
but it's just that
how Flipsitter has been able to equalize his performance alongside Forsaken. There's not really much space for Flipsitter to convert and be that carry player that I think Boom wanted him to be. Again, coming from NXL League.
Okay, guys. Casino. Oh fuck. Gue bakal off stream dulu. Lanjut stream gak tau kapan. Kayaknya besok gue gak tahu nih. Coba cek Valor dulu. Valor. Besok jam berapa mainnya? Besok jam 10. Jam 10 mungkin gue bisa nonton.
Diam. Yang udah diam.
Besok jam besok hari Sabtu mungkin bisa sih.
Udah di berisik, but
ya. Kenapa gue udah latihan? Cindy, what the fuck Cindy? No.
Gus.
Yeah, I will see you guys. Mungkin besok. My dad is watching you. Really?
Lagi apa, Gus?
Hi, Uncle. It's been a long time. I'm gonna go off now, Faiz.
Oh, lagi apa?
I'm sure that you and your father can understand. You dead.
Bos, lagi ngapain lu?
What I'm saying.
Bos.
Mungkin besok pagi gue bakal stream. Ini pindah GA apa pindah GA. Next to next gen itu ada Nemo. Ada Nemo, setahu gue. He took a photo for what? Mau lunch bareng enggak? I have practice guys, gue ada latihan. Jam 2 soon 30 minutes, 3,5 jam lagi gue ada latihan. Anyways, I'm gonna go off now. So see you Faiz, see you uncle. Put your best face. Okay.
Dulu yang up.
Oke, gue mau latihan dulu. Alright, see y'all. Okay, ciao. I'm gonna go off now.
Bye-bye,
see you tomorrow.